Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Ricky, and welcome back to Filmtopia, the home for feel good movie content. And what was I gonna say? Sorry, I got echo. But anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is doing awesome, amazing. Hope everybody had a great week since last week that we saw each other. I see a few people in the chat right now. People are starting to trickle in, and I love it. It makes me feel great because it's seriously like everybody that's been here before, and it's so awesome to see. But let's start off with saying what's up to Cool Kid is Weird 22. It says vibes. Yo, do you remember me? I was in the finale of WandaVision. Speaking of WandaVision, Cool Kid is Weird. You know what? I think I do, but you got to remind me. Was your name changed around that time? And if it was, what was it? But Cool Kid. Oh, definitely Cool Kid. Of course, that I do remember. You know, the one and only Jonah is in the house, and literally in the house, which we'll probably see in a bit. But everybody say what's up. Hello. Kushal is showing some love. What's going on, Kushal? Nice to see you. What up? And then Chito Chan is here, back, better than ever. Hey, chat. Chito Chan, hope everything's going well. Love the picture you have. Looks great. We stand Marvel here. We stand Marvel. And the one, the only, Smuggler Steel. Let's go. Howdy, y'all. Smuggler, so good to see you. I love it when you're in the chat. It brings so many great vibes. And I know it's always a little late when we do these things, but I'm so grateful that you're able to catch it. And everybody, please say hello to Smuggler Steel. Mark Hype. Yes. Lord Basty, all the way from the Philippines. Baby, we are international. If you did not know, welcome to Filmtopia, where we're not only here in the States, we're not only here on North America, but we are global, international movie rock stars. Let's see. Kushal says Moon Knight wears all white costume, unlike other vigilantes, because he wants his enemies to know who's coming after them. Hey, if that's pulled from, like, that's the reason why he does that, that's pretty sick. I have a picture actually that Felipe put together, our awesome graphic designer. But there's a picture where, like, I'm in like a Moon Knight suit. It's pretty sick. I'll pull it up in a bit. It says, Cool Kid are you getting tickets for Doctor Strange 2? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a bit. Just welcoming everybody trickling in right now. By the way, if you are new, welcome. My name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia, where we talk about feel-good movie content, where we make feel-good movie content. But tonight we are live streaming a watch party reaction to Moon Knight episode 2. But I was going to say, make sure to hit that like button. It helps the video get out. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Yeah. Oh my God, Smuggler. It's so funny. Like, as soon as I started saying your name, I was like, bro, this is a WWE wrestling match right now that the way I'm introducing. Oh man. Yeah. So us West Coasters in the United States have a 6 a.m. call time to get these Doctor Strange tickets. I do know there's one hack happening right now, and I believe it's AMC, but you have to physically go, and it's only select AMCs. I don't know. That's what I think I've seen. But yeah, it's going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be Spider-Man No Way Home level as far as how hard it is to get the tickets. I don't think it's going to be technically that hard. But it is going to kind of suck that it's so early, at least for us on the West Coast. If you consider that early, 6 a.m. Some of you are probably like morning people like, dude, that's late. AJ Import 129 says, hey, bro, it's Andrew from NY. I do remember. What is going on, Andrew? Nice to see you. So awesome. Lord Basey says, hey, guys, who do you think is going to win on views May 27th? Stranger Things episode or season 4 or episodes 1 through 2? Oh, episodes 1 through 5. Okay, sorry. Let me say that again. Chat, let us know. I'm probably already behind and you guys are probably answering this, but Lord Basie is asking, on May 27th, who's going to win the battle of the streams? Is it going to be Netflix with Stranger Things season 4 episodes 1 through 5? Or is it going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Disney Plus series, episodes 1 and episodes 2? Let us know in the chat right now what you think. I'm going to go ahead and just say, I personally think that Obi-Wan episodes 1 and 2 are going to rule that weekend, that whole just that point in time, just because A, it's Obi-Wan, B, it's Anakin Skywalker, C, it's kind of what we're hoping Star Wars just continues to be, even though I haven't really seen Obi-Wan, but I'm going to assume already it's really well done with Deborah Chow, with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau throwing in a few suggestions. And I think it's going to, I'm not going to say turn around Star Wars, but I will say it's going to be a shining moment for Star Wars. So let us know in the chat what you think. Allie's in the house. Nice to see you, Allie. Hello, hello. Watching from India. So cool. Yeah. By the way, if you weren't here, I was saying we are international, and that's probably the coolest thing. Reagan says, little late is right. I'll catch you guys recorded tomorrow. Have a great stream. Love you guys. Thank you. Vibes. Thank you for that, Reagan. This will be up so you can watch it, consume it however it is you can. And I appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate you stopping by. Maximum is a dingus. Sorry, I said that very strongly, but it says FILMTOPIA. It's Moz. I'm back. I'm Batman. It says, phew. Yeah, no, it's already so hype. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, intro episode to a Disney Plus series. I really enjoyed myself personally the Loki intro, but this Moon Knight one, if you just pound for pound, it might be the best one. It says Lord Pasty. Hey Ricky, do you watch the NBA? I'm glad you asked that, because yes, I do. I love the NBA. The NBA basketball is like my, it's funny, if any of you are wondering, I actually wanted to be an NBA player when I was young. I thought if you played basketball, you would stretch and you would become tall. I didn't know about this one thing called genetics, so that kind of sucks. But yes, I watch NBA. I'm a Lakers fan, even though we suck for a plethora of reasons. But I am a huge NBA fan. Huge sports fan, to be honest. Ali said people are suspecting Love and Thunder trailer to drop on 11th of April based on the number of fingers Taika, Chris, Tessa put up. That's a crazy Easter egg, or people are looking into that. If that's the case, that's crazy. But I will say I can't wait to bring on a little somebody to talk with them about the trailer not dropping yesterday. but hopefully it drops really soon. Here's the thing, I'll be completely honest, I don't want it until we see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I'll be completely honest, that's how I feel. We've gone this far anyways. What's another 3 weeks gonna really do if we don't get it? I would much rather get a trailer that the reason why they hadn't put it out was because a major part of the movie or whatever's in the trailer has to do with Doctor Strange 2, then okay, I'm okay with waiting. Now, if we find out after Doctor Strange 2, it has nothing to do, not even a whisper, then I'll be pretty pissed. I'll be like, they should have done this months ago. But yeah, Andrew says Stranger Things, most likely. You know what's funny? I mean, Netflix has obviously got the subscriber count. They've got the biggest subscriber count in the world. But I'm telling you, there's something about Obi-Wan Kenobi that I can see surpassing a Stranger Things level event. There you go. Smuggler says it. Obi-Wan will stomp Stranger Things. Let's see. By the way, everybody, it's 11:11 p.m. here on the West Coast of the United States in California. And make a wish. Let's see. Lord Basty says, I think Stranger Things is going to win. Hey, I'll say this before I move on with this. I personally think it's going to do very well, and I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up winning because of how many more subscribers Netflix as a whole has over Disney Plus. You got to think Disney Plus is also, I guess, a kid program, so there's a lot of kids on the app, and or a lot of young kids, like I'm talking toddlers, kids that are watching mainly animations. Um, so, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see. Nice. I like that everybody's chiming in on this. Wow, I am behind. But let me blaze through these. But Ali says Obi for sure. Star Wars wave died down a lot. Let's see. Kushal says Obi-Wan for me, pun intended. Obi-Wan, that's a good one. Oh man. Star Wars Celebration getting an earlier preview from what I've heard. That's the thing, right? And it's interesting why they moved it without a real upfront reason. I think it would have been cool if in that presser or in that little update to when they're releasing it, that Ewan McGregor would have included, for all of you going to Star Wars Celebration, you're in store for something, or just telling us why it is that they moved it. I think that could have done a little better for them. Felipe, our awesome friend and graphic designer, says, I love Stranger Things, but Obi-Wan will win. Yeah, Ewan is back. You know what's funny? Really quick, a side note. On the Disney stage, I think it was D23, the year they basically brought out Ewan McGregor to announce that they were going ahead with Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, officially. You know what I was really hoping for and wishing? Oh my gosh, I really wish he would have came out when he grabbed the mic, or when Kathleen Kennedy gave him the mic. He said, Kathleen, can you please do me this favor, and can you introduce me one more time? Or can you ask me if I'm going to play Obi-Wan Kenobi? And she was like, sure. Ewan, are you going to play Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yes, I am. But I wish he would have said, hello there. That's what I wish would have happened. I thought it was like the perfect thing he could have done. That would have been so cool. Let's see. Where are we? It says Lord Basty, because most people watching. Yeah, no, it's a long time. It does sound like a long time, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm putting my money on Obi-Wan. We will come back and revisit that very, very soon. Yeah, thanks for that, Jonah. By the way, chat, if you do not know, make sure that you all remind me that when the episode starts, we press record, because I'm gonna hopefully grab that recording and post that as a separate reaction on the video, as an actual upload, not just a live stream. I want to start making those. I want to start cutting those up and putting up reactions of like the best parts of the episode. So sad the Lakers. Yeah, they suck, man. They suck. Oh man. Get out of here. Oh man. Hey, Lord Mason, we got to talk some basketball, man. You, me, Jonah, and a few other folks who are into that, because I feel like you know what you're talking about. So let's see. Clay says Moon Knight or Vengeance. I'm Vengeance. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm a Batman dude through and through. Marvel, Oscar Isaac can do a lot of things, but it's going to take a long time for me to undo my Batman love. If you don't know, my dream project in life, we're going to throw this out into the universe. Let me know in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. But in my lifetime, my goal in my life is to be a part of a Batman Beyond live action movie or series. I would love to bring that to life. That is like my favorite series, animated series of all time. That's my favorite character of all time. But yeah, just throwing it out there. Let me know in the chat if you know what Batman Beyond is. Terry McGinnis. Let's see. Yeah, so this is not about the MCU, but I heard Stranger Things 4 trailer is going to be released on April 14th next week. To be honest, I haven't kept up with when it's dropping. Wow, Clay, what's going on? We are here in California ourselves. We are in Southern California, currently in San Diego, California. But one day I will be streaming from Los Angeles, California, because that's where I want to move. Let's see. Cool. Cool Kid says, did you see the fan art contest for Doctor Strange 2? I did, and it's funny. I saw it, and it's funny because, like, I think it's a great opportunity, but it's also Disney being super smart. And like they're gonna get loads and loads of marketing material for free, and I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, everybody, welcome. My name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia, the home of feel-good movie content. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe, but also hit that like button. Hit that like button because it helps the video get out, helps to tell your friends, and we can have a bigger party. But with that said, let's see. Felipe says, hey, I just came here to share the vibes and to wish everyone a great watch party. And remember to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel. Felipe, I could have said it better myself. I should have waited to read your thing. Let's see. Disney Plus outshines Netflix with 11.8 million new subscribers in Q1 of 2022. That's a great thing, and that's a great trajectory. But I will say, if anybody is in the chat right now can look up Netflix's total subscriber count at this very moment and Disney Plus's. If I'm not mistaken, Disney Plus's, there's still a pretty big gap. Clay says, do you think Doctor Strange box office numbers will make it top 5 Marvel movies? Unfortunately, I do not think so. By the way, Juice World, I like the profile pic. But Clay, I will say this: I personally don't think it's gonna crack top 5, and the only reason why is because I don't feel that sense of like grander than life level, Spider-Man No Way Home level, Avengers Endgame level hype that I felt during those seasons. Now, let me clarify. I feel that way. I think this might be one of the greatest movies I'm ever going to watch, consume, that's going to get fed to me. But I just don't feel it, and we're going to actually get a sense tomorrow. So when we're buying the tickets for Doctor Strange 2, however you're going to buy them, keep a close eye on how long it takes you. Keep a close eye on how many seats there are available, around you in your area. Because Spider-Man No Way Home, as we know, broke a gajillion records in a pandemic. And it literally broke like the internet. So I haven't felt that yet with this, and I don't feel it going into tomorrow. I just think it didn't have enough runway of a market, like a marketing runway, but I don't think it's fault. It's a weird thing. There's a lot of secrecy obviously around the movie, so they have to withhold stuff. It's kind of a mess, but I will say I'm excited for it. It's one of my most hyped movies. I want it to be top 5. I think in a world where we were just never in a pandemic, this for sure would have been top 5. And the one, the only Brown Babe. Brown Babe's in the house. Nice to see you, Brown Babe. Brown Babe's always showing love across all the socials. If you are not already following, all the socials are down below. But Brown Babe's always showing love everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the good things. So thank you for that, Brown Babe. Maximus says, I think it's going to be a clash. Yeah, sorry, and I'm really must be behind. Okay, well, with that said, I apologize to whoever I'm going to just skip for now. I'm going to look for some new names. Let's see. Sorry, Moaz, but yeah, they're all going to eat. They're all going to win. Chito Chan says, even though much hasn't been said about Blue Beetle, by the way, Blue Beetle, that's crazy. First Latino superhero, or not first, wait, is it? At least on the DC side. I'm really excited for it because it's finally a superhero film with a hero who is Mexican-American, even with George Lopez starring in the film. Let's go. A todos los mexicanos, let's go. Or vámonos. Let's see. Ali says, I hardly use Netflix last few months. I've been rotating between Disney Plus, HBO, and Apple TV Plus. So while kind of like there's a certain demographic that you're right is hovering in that thing, I will say though, there's a big demographic that still hovers around Netflix. Let's see. Smuggler says, I mean, since Tom Hiddleston appeared as Loki live on stage at Comic-Con, it's a hard act to follow. Ewan is Obi. It would be epic and just might do it. Let's see. That's going to be pretty cool. Oh, by the way, anybody in the chat, if you're going to Star Wars Celebration, let me know right now. I would love to know who's going. And if anybody wants to get me in, let's talk. Yes, Christopher Baker. What's going on, Christopher Baker? Nice to see you. Thank you for cruising through. The vibes are here, and we are gonna have a good one. But man, I miss this, everybody. I truly missed interacting with all of you and just vibing out. Let me know right now also if you like the new setup. By the way, I don't remember who said it last week, but someone mentioned something about, I think, a clapper, so I put it up. The other day it was hidden over there, but now we're over here. Let's see. Batman Beyond would be dope, but I'd hope it use an established Batman instead of a new one. I just want Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was good animated series, though I have to admit I like the. But here's the reason why I like it so much is because it felt like a great extension of the OG Batman series, and I love both. Yes, I do think this Clay. I do think Mr. Fantastic will be in it, but I just don't know who's going to be playing him. Okay, so sorry everybody. I am going to. Let's see, Christopher Baker said 42 million for Disney. Oh my gosh. Well, Christopher Baker, I think the 42 million that went up way much. So you're right on the Netflix. Jonah, I think 129 is the one I've recently seen as well. Clay, we'll get back to this. I'm going to bring in somebody very in a few minutes to actually discuss this. I want to ask this person who I'm going to bring in right now. Let's see. Okay, well, Clay Bear Travels, Clayton, I see you. Nice to see you. So April 9th, we will have a first quarter moon, our next full moon. Oh, Moon Knight. By the way, I learned this from, I believe, Taya Miller. She had a TikTok and she said one of the cool things that she researched or found out about Moon Knight was that apparently Moon Knight's powers grow more and more with the moon. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Okay, everybody. Well, without further ado, I just want to say thank you for everybody that is here right now. Again, if you are here and you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. It will help the video get out. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribe. Figure out if you like the vibes, and if you do, hit that subscribe button. But with that said, everybody, we're going to go ahead and bring on a familiar face, an awesome OG, and a person that I want to ask a very pending question to, and that is the one, the only. I got to come up with a new thing, which isn't the one, the only. But Jonah.
What up?
Jonah. What's up, Jonah?
Up? Not much, Excited to be here tonight. We got new
Thank you for being here.
A lot of stuff to talk about.
Dude, we are eating as just like movie fans, comic book fans,
Lego
TV
Star Wars
fans.
The Skywalker Saga came out today.
Dude, oh my gosh.
I'm picking it up tomorrow.
I want to reveal something right now, but I just don't know if I should. Okay, I'm gonna wait. But I will say I want to play it so bad, and if I were to play it, it would rhyme. It would be on something that rhymes with TF Live. I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyways, if you know, you know.
Facebook.com. FILMTOPIA.
But anyways, shout out to everybody that's in here right now. Love the energy. But I will say, Jonah, there's been sort of a discussion going on, and that discussion has to do with Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness.
I honestly forgot tickets went on sale tomorrow morning.
Dude. See what I mean? There you go. So let me ask you straight up. People are wondering if this movie is going to be a top 5 Marvel movie. I think box office is what I remember
So
the question being.
also the thing is, I've completely forgot about Spider-Man tickets until like a few days before the
That I
actual
remember.
movie coming out.
That I remember.
Because I was super busy. So I think it's gonna have similar outcome to Spider-Man. I can't say whether it's gonna be a better than Spider-Man, especially with opening numbers of what's being sold. But I think as we get closer and closer to it, it's gonna match pace for pace with Spider-Man. Maybe just a little below it, but I think it can surpass Spider-Man eventually.
What do you mean by eventually?
Like towards the end of its run in theaters, I think it can surpass Spider-Man. Like
So
Spider-Man is reaching the end of its run in theaters now and is on digital. So
Yeah.
by the time it comes out on digital, I think it can reach where Spider-Man got to, if not beyond.
Well, I will say this. I just recently, like, just on accident, I came across it, I think, on Twitter, which was MCU box office numbers. And I was blown away that Spider-Man No Way Home hit $1.88 billion. It didn't cross the 2 billion mark, but the reason why I think I was so just absolutely stunned was because I remembered this all happened in a pandemic.
Yeah,
This
that's the thing too.
this was
Is
otherworldly sort of. I mean, the fact that it got that far up is insane.
and that's why
But
I'm
I will
saying I think that Doctor Strange is gonna catch up because we're a little beyond where we were in December and in November when this movie was starting to come out, and people were a lot more scared of what was happening in the world then. But now it's opened up a lot more. We've seen 400,000 people in an arena for a college basketball
yeah,
championship.
yeah.
Like they packed that arena, and
But
like the fact is just that we're starting to move back to normalcy, and with that, I feel like ticket sales are going to move back to where they were prior. And this movie has hype behind it. It has, you have everyone that loved WandaVision that came into the MCU because of WandaVision going after this movie. You have everyone that loved Doctor Strange from the moment you met him. And with all these rumors of stuff, you bring in X-Men fans. You're bringing in everyone for this movie, whether they've liked Marvel in the past or not. And it's just going to be a whole new atmosphere going back to normalcy.
Listen, huge shout out to the world. I'm not gonna say overcoming this because we haven't overcome this, but I will say just shout out to taking these next steps, right? These next evolutionary steps that we have to take in order to get back to normalcy. But I will say, while me personally, like, even though things are moving quicker, I'm still like a little slower than what's supposed to be happening, if that makes any sense. But here, this is what I'm trying to say. I agree, the world is opening up. It's more normal to be in a movie theater. All these things. It has those advantages over something like Spider-Man No Way Home, which was just literally in December. But the only difference is I don't feel that sense of just, what's the word I'm looking for, when it's like it's like a statistics anomaly.
You need to go because it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
once in a
It
lifetime
doesn't
thing.
feel like an outlier the way Spider-Man No Way Home did. It doesn't feel like an outlier the way Avengers Endgame did. This feels like it's you know how that saying, your rapper's favorite rapper or your musician's favorite musician sort
Yeah.
of thing. That's what this movie feels like. But again, I think if this would have had, let's say, a year or even like a good 8 months between Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange 2, and throw in, you could have more stuff to like tease or show. because I think one of the things Doctor Strange is suffering from right now is the fact that it can't show much in promo materials. The fact that it's hinting, but it hasn't hinted the way Spider-Man No Way Home did, which was basically Spider-Man No Way Home spoiled, but then they told us that's not true, so don't listen to it. I don't think they've
Spider-Man
done that.
gave us a piece of the cake, and
Yeah.
then said, if you want the whole cake, you need to come and see it
Yeah.
in person, which I think was very smart of them to do. Doctor Strange has shown us some of the stuff, but overall, it just looks confusing, and it's just, is this gonna happen? Is this not gonna happen?
Yeah.
Is Wanda the villain? Is she not the villain? That's the thing with Spider-Man. We knew who the villains were. We
Mhm.
knew, like, and we could get excited about that. We knew who was coming. We knew 5 of them were coming, and we knew what to expect out of those. Like, somewhat expect out of them. Of course, we got more than what we ever could ask for out of Willem. But to just say that Doctor Strange is going to suffer because of that, I don't think that's really going to be the case. And all we can do right now is predict. Like, come 12 hours from now,
Yeah.
one of us is going to be right and the other one's going to be wrong. And all we can
Absolutely.
do is predict.
Yeah, no, and I love the fact that we are going to find out tomorrow. Our ability to buy a ticket will tell us everything we need to know. But here's the thing. One thing I think it can benefit from, though, as far as in a literally last minute ditch effort sort of thing, is word of mouth. If the Soups of the world, if the Straw Hat Goofies, if the Taya Millers, all these people that go to the premieres, all the people that see the movie first, comicbook.com, all these people, if they come out and they're basically, if they're able to hype it up the way I know they're able to, and essentially, honestly, if they hype it up, then it confirms that there are going to be people we're expecting to see in the movie, which that was one thing about Spider-Man No Way Home. I just couldn't even watch non-spoiler reviews, because if you said it was good, then you're basically telling me Toby and Andrew are in it, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I will say they do have those last 2 weeks to really churn out people, have someone like me tell someone that maybe is on the fence about it and be like, dude, we gotta go watch this. Like, you trust me. You remember those old Fantastic Four? Do you remember, Toby? Like, all these things. Do you remember Hugh Jackman as Wolverine? We got to go watch this.
Yeah.
And hopefully
Despite
over the
that
weekend,
being a little bit spoilerish for them, like,
yeah,
if they're on the fence about it. But for me, a lot of it is just like, if someone's on the fence, just tell them, hey, did you watch the first Doctor Strange?
yeah,
Did you like it? Did you watch WandaVision? Did you like it? Just bring up those two things. If they say yes to either of those, bring them. Try and get your friends to go with you to this. Get us, like, the thing is if you can get a packed theater, then what happened with Charlie Cox won't happen again.
Yeah.
If an actor sneaks into a theater to see their cameo come on screen,
That was sad,
and
man.
they don't get a reaction because the audience doesn't know who they are,
Yeah, that was sad.
that's gonna suck.
By the way, if anybody's wondering what we're talking about, the actor that plays Daredevil, Matt Murdock, in the Netflix series and in what we saw in Spider-Man No Way Home, is the lawyer. Well, Charlie Cox, the name of the actor, went to a theater opening weekend, and apparently he chose the wrong theater because he said his wife recorded him, his reaction as soon as his part came up, and apparently there were just crickets. No one said a thing. Half of the people didn't know who he was. But I wish I could have really reached out to him and been like, bro, you were just in the wrong theater. I was in a theater that wouldn't shut up the whole movie, and we were okay with that.
I was that person in my theater.
You know what's crazy? I was a huge believer before that's funny. Before Spider-Man No Way Home came out, that I didn't think Charlie Cox Daredevil was going to be in this. I honestly thought that was the one rumor that was just not going to happen for a number of reasons. But when I saw that one and it was so early on in the movie, I was like, whoa, how the brick came through. I was like, whoa.
That brick coming through was literally like confirmation of everything else to come in that movie. Like literally, I was like, all right, he's here. The brick
Yeah.
comes through. He does that. I'm like, all right, cool. He's Daredevil. Does that mean they're coming? Like,
Yeah.
and then of course, yes, they are.
Kleber says, I can't believe how Benedict has come since playing Sherlock Holmes. He was fantastic in Sherlock Holmes. Him and I can't remember the name of the actor, but super awesome. Played the
RDJ.
Hobbit. What is it?
Robert Downey Jr.
No. That's
No,
okay. That's
I know.
another Sherlock Holmes. But the one that played side by side with Benedict, he's awesome. That show was awesome. Yeah, no, Benedict is awesome. Let's see. Ricky says, hey, and I say, hello there. And let's see. I think for Doctor Strange, in order to get crazy people on it, I think a new trailer revealing Professor X. Yeah, so I think they'd have it. I don't know the saying, but like they're gonna have to sacrifice some of their secrecy in order to really get a pull. By the way, everybody, be on the lookout tomorrow for a Doctor Strange 2 trailer attached to the tickets. Not literally when you buy them, but just, you know, because it's very interesting to me that. All right. and we are now in the future. No, one of the things about 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is a very peculiar time, and that's usually the time trailers come out as well. So I can see the trailer coming out. You wake up, your subscription YouTube feed or your Instagram page or whatever, there will be a Doctor Strange 2 some sort of trailer or another TV
trailer.
Spot. Yeah,
it's either gonna be
the final trailer.
TV spot.
Yeah, so either the final trailer or a sick, awesome TV spot that reveals one of those. Like, it's like this is their marketing weapon. But again, I don't have that on authority. I'm just predicting that, and I hope that does happen because I want to see more.
I think if they reveal anyone, they should reveal the person who is energized.
Mm-hmm.
And because I feel like if they reveal that to being Matt Damon, Superior Iron Man, the world's gonna go insane over that. Or if it's Monica Rambeau, the world's gonna go insane over that. Like, whereas if we get Professor X, like people are gonna go insane over that. But like to get a no Iron Man, to get the confirmation that we have this version of Iron Man being played would just blow everything out of the water, and for me that would confirm who the actual villain is of the story. Because as of right now, is it Catan? Is it Wanda? Is it Strange himself? Is it the Illuminati? Is it Mordo?
Everybody in the chat right now, what I want is go ahead and type in right now who you think the chat. This is what I want you to do. Type right now who you think the villain, like the real true villain of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, who is it going to be? I'm going to go ahead and throw out my prediction. And my prediction is, I know they're not calling him Strange Supreme, but I think it's going to be a version of Doctor Strange, because one thing that we got from the TV spot that dropped this week or last week or whatever, we saw Wanda teaming up with Wong. Wong was recruiting Shang-Chi in the post-credit scenes of Shang-Chi. Just a lot of things. And then the way she said, Wanda, like the famous line, that's the famous line of hers from the first trailer, which was, I do something, I do something and I get ripped for it. You do something and you're considered a hero. Something along something along those lines. And to me, it's gearing up.
About Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, exactly. He wiped the universe's mind as she wiped a town's mind.
It was only Earth's. It was only Earth that he wiped.
Okay, so I think they're coming in. Ooh, nice. By the way, if you were new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. But really quick. Sorry, I was hearing something. Well, am I really behind or?
I don't know.
I don't know where to start. Oh, this one, Kevin Durant. That's a sick photo, by the way. But Kang, that's the biggest. Honestly, everybody, I'm telling you right now, Kang is the biggest sleeper of this entire movie. I actually want to take back the Doctor Strange prediction right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that in. But I will say, I think the one thing we're absolutely 100% overlooking is Kang's tentacles, no pun intended, like across this whole move, like phase 4 going into phase 5. We are forgetting that he's going to have a huge, absolutely the biggest role. By the way, dude's jacked right now. I'm blanking on his name, but dude's jacked right now. He's in, yeah, he's shooting Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. Christopher Baker says Doctor Strange is the villain. Wanda from Lord Basty. Let's see.
Jonathan Majors.
Okay. Jonathan Majors. I don't know why, but yes, thank you. That Jonathan Majors is jacked right now. Yeah, so we're recording these right now. Wanda says Lord Basty. Max or Mon says his name's Clayton. So I think Scarlet Witch will be the villain. Dark Strange. Okay, Smuggler. I think you and me are on that one. By the way, I think you know the one in the first trailer where he's like, where we see, and I initially thought it was Supreme Strange. There's a name they gave him, and I don't remember what it is. If you remember in the chat,
Sinister Strange.
Sinister Strange. Thank you for that. Yes, that is what it's called, or what he will be referred to as.
I just pulled that out of.
Yeah. So there's Sinister Strange. There's Supreme Strange from What If. There's Doctor Strange, the regular one. There's Zombie. What are they referring to as Zombie Strange?
Defender.
Is it?
I think it's Defender Strange that gets turned into Zombie Strange. I don't know how that lines up, but it looks like that's what happens.
Oh, by the way, throwing this out there. Lance, thanks for reminding me. But another person we're just absolutely, this movie has so many people in it that we're like trying to figure out who's going to be in it. We're forgetting the very obvious ones. One obvious one is Vision. Whatever version of Vision, or most likely the one that we saw last in
I don't think Vision's
WandaVision.
actually going to show up. I think it's just going to be the kids. I don't think we're going to get a Vision yet.
But let me ask you this then.
Post-credit scene, yes. But in the actual movie, this whole thing is about Wanda getting her kids.
Do you think, though, he's going to lend himself to what movie then? Is it Black Panther 2? Like, is that the next time we see him? Like in an actual movie? Having an actual...
actual movie.
Yeah.
Whatever movie Armor Wars connects to, I think is going to be the next time we see him. I don't think Paul Bettany has any... Like, I feel like Paul Bettany would have said something like he did about WandaVision. And we all know how that went.
Let's see. Clay says, not sure who I think it is. Who I think it isn't Wanda. I think Marvel is misleading us, especially by thinking Evil Strange is acting evil. Knowing how Marvel is, I think they will still truly don't know anything about the plan. Here's one thing I will say, and I've heard this online lately, which is Doctor Strange got cut basically by an hour as far as the rumors go, right? It was supposed to be like around a 3-hour, 2-hour, 40-minute movie. It got cut down to 2 hours and 6 minutes. A lot of people are complaining about that, but I will say if they know what they're doing, that could actually make it almost like a classic of a movie, because they might trim out the stuff they don't need. So yeah, and then plus
in every movie. And
yes, and what people also need to consider is that Spider-Man No Way Home was a prelude, sort of first act for Doctor Strange 2. Also, there's been a lot of, I guess you could say, if you put it all together, could act as Act 1 for Doctor Strange 2. So in a way, I feel in this movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we are going to get dropped in, and that's why it's so short per se.
I think we haven't seen anything beyond like the first like 30 to 35 minutes.
I know.
Maybe one or two like quick cuts between stuff that happens beyond that. But I think what we're getting is fluff from the movie or from the first 30 or so minutes.
Well, I was gonna
Whereas
say in the chat,
Spider-Man moved out first.
let us know now that obviously Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home has happened, and we know that there really is a multiverse, like undoubtedly. What do you think of What If, the animated series now? I loved it when it came out. I extra love it now, especially the Doctor Strange episode. But let us know right now. Oh, and then Infinity Ultron. Oh my gosh, that is like my top villain of all time. That would
You
seriously.
know who might be making an appearance
Who?
in the Illuminati? That Ultron.
Dude, seriously. Okay, I don't know if you are a like, if you know this, kudos to you. I love you. But I used to be a huge Digimon fan. I love Pokemon and Digimon. I wasn't one or the both. But Digimon, the movie, do you all remember when War Greymon fused with Metal Garurumon and they turned into that, whatever that thing was? And it basically looks like Infinity Ultron. And I think that's why I was so enamored and just mesmerized by Infinity Ultron, because it reminded me so much of that Digimon movie like thing that happened. By the way, you know who else is in the house? Adrian. I hope it's not Wanda. I hope it's Kang as Iron Lad. Yeah,
I
my
would
man.
like that. I would like that.
Dude, I'm probably behind, and you probably said this like hours ago, but I will say Kang, I think, is the not the unsung hero, but the thing we're all, at least the internet, what people just aren't talking about enough, and that is Kang's role in this whole multiversal mess. And the fact that we might not see him till Act 3, and
You know what's really funny?
what's that?
We could see him in Moon Knight as Rama Tut.
No.
Well,
don't do that.
No, let me just explain it.
Don't do that.
Explain it. He could have been what's your face's original avatar and betrayed her, the goddess that Holloway's character is the avatar for now.
Yeah.
So, or he might be an avatar for King Ra, because we meet the avatars. We're gonna meet the avatars in their human forms. So, I'm just saying we could see Kang in Moon Knight, and I don't want to theorize anything with it. Like, I don't want to go off the edge like we all went with WandaVision or whatever. I've seen people going off the edge with Doctor Doom with that castle in episode 1, and I'm like, no, please stop, not again. But I feel like there's a decent chance we could see Rama Tut in Moon Knight, and if not, then whatever. But if we do, then just pushes it a little further that they're trying to throw Kang in like every little corner that they can for Phase 4, which would then make me think Iron Lad is happening in Doctor Strange.
Here's the one thing about that I will say. Unless they are just really, really good at making us believe this is a very grounded series, because that's basically, they keep championing that to the public, that we're so proud that this is like an offshoot. It feels like its own thing. Obviously, it's gonna connect. It has to connect in some way. But it'd be pretty interesting if that was the way it connected back.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that's how you keep it grounded, but you also connect it because of the different variants of Kang. And I see Clay is like, don't give me hope. I'm not giving you hope. I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's not gonna happen as of today. So don't put any money on it. Don't bet on it like I bet on St. Peter's.
This guy. So Kleber says, here's my theory on Ant-Man and Quantumania, which is Ant-Man 3 coming out, I believe, next year. I have a feeling that it will actually be an Avengers movie, because I don't think Ant-Man can get any smaller in the quantum realm. You know what's funny? I can't even personally theorize what the heck is happening in Quantumania yet, because I need to see what's going on with Doctor Strange.
Well, not only that, but we need to see what's happening in everything.
Yeah, because and then time wise, like does Quantumania take place? Where in this whole grand scheme of things? It's a we're getting into territory that is inching closer to like even us people that do this every day, where we have to kind of second guess or second think what the heck is going on in the multiverse of madness. But really quick, before the episode shoots up any minute, I want to add to the stream the one, the only Reddick. Reddick, my man, what's going on?
Fellas?
Yo,
up,
good to
Reddick?
see you, hear you. How are you,
I
brother?
just had I couldn't even fix my hair. I was that excited.
By the way, tell the people what time is it where you're at?
It's 12:22 p.m.
There we go.
I'm
See,
lucky,
everybody, regardless of where you are in the world, Marvel brings us together. Just goes to show. Oh man. But I will say, by the way, Jonah and Reddick, if you guys see that the chat ends up saying it's out, definitely let me know. But hey, really quick, I did see
It's out.
It is out.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Well,
he can't see it here. Sorry, guys.
but check this out. Adrian says if Marvel is smart, they will sprinkle Kang in everywhere they can. This is why I love it. You and Jonah were saying this, which is it makes perfect sense. It's not shoving that thing in for shoving sakes. Like it has to do with it makes sense. He has so many variants and can appear almost anywhere. I don't know about y'all, but I think one of my top 3 moments in Phase 4 Marvel right now was that little clay or that little animation Kang did to show how the whole multiversal war started. That is
The
like
final episode Loki, right?
the final episode of Loki. That to me was like, oh my god, I love that type of stuff. But yeah. Oh, nice. Claver says, Reddick, what up? What up? Nice. Love the love, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for showing what's up.
मैं बहुत बड़ी हूँ.
There we go. Let's go. Hey, by the way, Smuggler says, Reddick.
Oh,
Love the tousled hair look. You look. Check this out. Marvelous. All right. Well, the chat is saying the episode is out. Adrian's gonna go watch it. Isabel, nice to see you. Thank you for cruising through. Hope you're able to watch it with us. Says, hey y'all, not gonna lie, I completely forgot that tonight is episode 2, but it is out. Jonah, are you on Disney Plus right now?
You have the link in the private chat.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is what we're gonna do, everybody. I'm gonna hold up a timer on my.
Oh, we're still on this?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I left my timer. Does this mean 55 hours or 55 days? No, not days. How could it be
55 hours.
Okay. So, whoops.
Well, hit start. See what it does.
Oh, I just resetted it. But anyways,
Okay,
everybody.
don't forget to record it, Rick.
Thank you.
Actually, thanks to Brown Babe, she put it up.
Oh, bro, I appreciate you. You the best. Oh, okay. By the way, last time I didn't freaking put sound, so I ended up having no sound on the movie part. Fudge. How do I do this? Hold on.
The movie part?
I'm recording it on a separate thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. System.
Well, at least you avoid copyright on that.
Yeah. All right. Give me a minute, everybody. We will start the thing in about 59 seconds. Give me one thing to just figure out. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So that it's working on my end.
I love how I haven't even seen the host except in reflections. That's been my favorite part about this is that Mark Spector is the host of the body.
No.
And we haven't even seen like
I think
anything from his perspective.
I think that's the amazing part. Like we are exploring Mark just the way Steven is, which is quite awesome. It reminds me of Memento in a way.
Ooh,
Well, Mark
Memento.
got killed in Egypt in a pyramid, and then Khonshu brought him back to
Yeah.
life, and then that developed Steven as a personality. Is what I'm guessing. Don't know
All
the
right,
Yeah,
rest.
everybody.
in the
Sorry
comics that's
about
what.
sorry to cut everybody off, but I just want to say everybody, thank you so much for showing up. Ben, I see you just popped in. Thank you so much, Ben. Everybody, Ben is awesome. But I will say we are going to watch Moon Knight episode 2 together. I have a timer here on my phone. We will situate the timer to be kind of better next time, but for now, I'm going to put a timer here and I'm going to press start. When I press start on the timer, all of you press start on your Disney Plus. Does that sound good? If that sounds good, right now, type in just ready and we'll do this. And
Okay, Indian fellas, I'm gonna peace out.
Reddick,
Much
yeah, if you
sympathies to
can,
everyone.
cruise back after. If not, we'll see you soon.
I will cruise back after.
Cool. Sounds good, brother.
100%.
Sounds good.
Vibes.
Reddick.
Okay.
See you soon.
See ya, man.
Peace. Okay, everybody. Well, I think we're ready. And let's do it the old fashioned way. We're going to count down from 5. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press start. Press start. Press start. All right. We're 2 seconds into Moon Knight episode 2. Let's go. Oh,
Are you
it's
gonna have
happening.
Are you gonna have that background music playing the whole time?
Oh, yeah. Let me turn it off. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we're meeting Layla.
My boy. Let's try. Freaking love Ethan Hawke. This part was so sick. All right, everybody. We are 57, 1 minute into Moon Knight episode 2, finishing the recap. Oh, that looks so sick.
Classic Marvel and show today.
Let's go. It's funny, dude. It feels like I haven't heard the Marvel intro in such a long time. Like it.
Yeah, I mean, I rewatched No Way Home on
Yeah.
digital the other day, like in March, but but yeah, it's been a while. Because like even in No Way Home, it wasn't there.
All right, here we go, baby. Episode 2, Moon Knight. Let's go. Dude, is this gonna start off like crazy? Is this
No.
gonna pop off? Okay. Everybody, this is Stephen Grant.
Did he lose some of the accent?
No, not yet. Or
It
I
sounded
can't
less.
tell.
Oh, it sounded more Oscar Isaac than Steven.
Interesting.
Oh my god, the camera work.
What's that? It's proper mad.
He's not gonna see any of it.
Area 51. I like how this is a nod to Batman. That whole screen thing. Are you crying?
He lost a little bit of the accent. He's going less hard on it.
I really like this one. This
Yeah.
accent. Bruv.
That's Mark.
Introducing Mark Spector.
Almost. Oh. Could you imagine if it was the London Sanctuary?
Shout out to therapy. This guy's a beast of an actor.
He was very
Steven
much,
Tag. He's
he
gonna
was
have to
very
give it
much
up.
shot down in Star Wars. He gets to be himself here a lot more and gets to show
Yeah.
off a lot of his stuff that he can do.
Currently 7 minutes into episode 2.
He actually moved.
Those lights are so cool, the ones that like turn on as you walk.
Motion sensor lights.
Okay, and the sound, okay? The sound makes it.
No, I know. I know.
Hmm. Number 43. You say?
Quick, scan that QR code, someone.
I know, for real, for real. Oh, snaps. I'm ready. What? That cot is uncomfortable. Because I have one. Oh, everybody pay attention to the mirror. The way he grabs it.
I
didn't read it. Mark
I just
Spector.
caught the date. It was March 7th, 19 something.
That's from Harry Potter, the
The Stitch.
snitch.
Stitch, yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, there you go.
Oh my god, it's so good acting.
Isn't it?
Oh, that's sick though, oddly awkward.
Currently 12 minutes into episode 2. Oh, snaps. Oh, Oh, here's the trailer, right?
Yeah?
Or part from the trailer. Oh.
There's Khonshu.
Oh. Dude, that's like freaky, bro.
Trailer.
Yeah. Dude, this is scary. Shout out to all the kids right now that ain't freaking out, and the adults. Oh. 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 That's so sick. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Shout out, find my iPhone. Dude, my favorite part is that he goes from having no luck with women to just automatically having a girlfriend. That's so funny.
Well, it's the different personalities.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Ben, he did freeze a frame for a second. It's actually a pretty effective tool to capture like his emotion in that. Jonah, what's her name?
Layla.
Layla. The fish is Mephisto. Currently 17 minutes in to episode 2. Oh, they're married. Oh. Oh. What's that thing called?
Scarab.
Scarab. Is yours buffering,
No.
Jonah?
Is yours? Is yours?
Yeah, but I think it's fixing itself.
Okay. How much you want to bet they are either avatars or they are with what's his name? Andrew Holloway or Arthur Holloway.
I'm gonna pop back into the stream or the watch party.
Do you need me to pause it?
No, I'll just pop back in, and I
Okay.
should.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. What time are you at?
22,
Jonah?
23. I just paused it at 22, 26.
Okay, go ahead. Press play.
Is it working now?
Not yet, but
They're with him. Oh, great. This is so interesting.
What minute are you at, Jonah?
26:30, 26:42. What are you at?
I don't know. It keeps freaking out on me.
Oh, okay.
Have they sat down at the table yet?
They are about to right now.
Yeah, mine's like freaking out.
I think you're ahead of me by a little bit. Because they're sitting down. Or no, they haven't sat down yet. They're grabbing trays for food. They're sitting down now.
Got it. What minute are you at, Jonah?
29:30.
All right. Let me know exactly where you're at. Say it again.
29:40.
Okay. Thanks. Bread looks so good. Shout out the time again, Jonah.
31:27.
All right, cool. Yeah, Brown Babe, I had some technical difficulties too, like big time. But maybe it's a Disney Plus thing. So I went on my phone and I'm watching it on my phone. And
Why?
this is how Venom should have been.
Okay. Holy sh!
Oh,
Purple magic. Purple magic.
yeah.
It's the theme of Phase 4. Okay.
Aesthetics, baby.
Layla.
Dude, she gets down. Oh, I love this. That was awesome. Oh, that is dope. This is Indiana Jones meets like some. Oh,
What was that?
it's from the Scooby Doo verse.
Kiss him.
That always works. He's having a Hulk moment. Oh.
What?
Oh. Yo.
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight, baby. Oh, shit, that looks so sick. Psycho Colonel Sanders. This is funny.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
That's so cool.
I know. Oh, the way it. Oh, snaps. Oh. This is dope.
Oh my god. Let Mark take over.
Oh. Get away from her, you. Oh. This is funny. Like a butter. Oh. This is dope, dude.
Did you see that?
Reckon he's having. Oh. Oh, he's sitting there. There's gonna be so many Mr. Knights in Halloween.
It's gonna be the new weekend.
Oh, yo, the way this freaking does it. Oh, dude, the music.
Here comes the moon jump, or the night jump across the.
Oh, yes.
There you go, Disney Plus.
Yo. Dude, this looks beautiful. Oh.
Oh my good God.
Oh. Yo.
Oh my
Bro.
God.
Dude, this show is so sick.
But who's in
I
control?
love how they're introducing this guy. These guys.
Who's in control? Mark.
I think Steven.
Mark.
Is it Mark?
Over because the reaction of the scarab, Mark was in control.
Hmm. Who's that?
Just some random guy.
Oh no.
Oh, he just kills him.
Damn. Suck the life out of him. He's got the snitch. Yeah, Brown Babe. Ooh is right. And Brandon Lewis. Yeah, Moon Knight is a good show. I love the little sprinkle we're getting. It's not too much, dude. Like,
I also love how it feels like it's like a hour long episode every time, and it feels like it, like with Loki and everything else.
100%, dude. That's exactly it.
See, they're switched. Steven's in the glass.
Mm. I love it too, Brandon Lewis. Currently 42 minutes and 25 seconds into Moon Knight, everybody. Oh, this is so good. Oh, dude.
Wow.
So good. Everybody currently 44 minutes and 10 seconds into the episode. Dude. Is his head floating? Whoa, that was a crazy transition. Oh,
Just has a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, man.
We're in Egypt now.
He's like, where the hell do you think? Oh, man, this show is too good, man. It feels like a movie.
It does.
Like you were saying about like, oh man, even this outro's dope. Dude, the song.
We don't got any post-credit scenes.
Okay, no
Per usual with the show.
post-credits. But dude, I could watch this freaking end credits, dude. This is dope.
Oh yeah, the end credits are dope.
This song though. Oh, dude, Oscar Isaac was an executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Okay, so let me gather my thoughts, but I can easily say this is shaping up to be amazing. Jonah, really quick. I'm gonna remove you really quick and then bring you back on to see if I think we're not synced. Hold on
Okay.
really quick. Say something?
What up? Is that synced now?
Nah. Do me a favor and like log out and then come back on.
Okay.
Yeah. But everybody, welcome back. Welcome to Filmtopia, the home of feel-good movie content. I am your host, Ricky, and this freaking show is awesome. I love it. Feels amazing. Jonah, I was just telling the people that I think this show is super awesome. One thing you were saying during the show was you love how it feels like an hour or it feels like long enough. To me, it's shaping up to feel like a movie. These first two episodes are the best entry. I can now easily say that into like any Disney Plus project. So wow. Yes.
This show is going to be up there with the Netflix shows as far as what people consider to be the best like TV series Marvel has ever put out.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Now we have to wait a week.
Dude, Claybear put it best right now. It says, "Oh wow, I felt like I just watched a box office movie." What's crazy is as the episode went on, and especially how it ended, it really felt like we were just settling in to the
Yeah.
real conflict of the movie.
It felt like we
And-
just finished Act 1, which is how it's supposed to feel with a 6-episode show.
Exactly. Brandon Lewis says it's bad as Guardian. Isabel says that episode was amazing. Brandon Lewis so good. Kevin says that was so good. QWERTY just finished, dude. This thing is awesome.
One thing I gotta say is this episode took everything that I loved about the first one and added onto it, and it didn't take
Yeah.
away from any of those, which a lot of the Marvel shows did in their second episode. What they did is they took away from what everyone loved in the first one. Like with WandaVision, everyone loved like how like mysterious it was and like what's going on and everything, and then they like pulled back from it in episode 3 and 4, and everyone was like, "What is this?" Like Loki, same thing. Episode 2, everyone was like, "Where are we
Yeah.
going with this?" Episode 3, "Where are we going with this?" We're halfway through the series. Where are we going with this? This, we know where we're going. We know what's coming, and all I'm saying is after watching this, I am really hoping I'm not gonna like get upset or anything if Ramatut doesn't show up, but will I have the exact same reaction I did when um he showed up in Loki? Yes.
Dude, it's funny because you were calling that. Like,
Oh,
you were calling that.
I was on that from day one.
But hey, Brownbay says that Oscar convinced Ethan to be his villain, which I think I just read as well. I can't remember like the details, but I do remember that there was some convincing, and then Ethan like also was just basically told that being a part of Marvel Studios is like a collaborative effort, and it's something he would want to be a part of. And I'm super glad so far. I really like the character. In I believe a TikTok or an Instagram reel that I made the other day, I said one of my predictions about the series is that Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke are going to steal the show. And while that's, I mean, a very safe thing to say, and like just it may be obvious, I said it because I think they're literally like gonna steal the show. And so far, that has happened. But yeah, Clay says, to be honest, it's so good. It doesn't even feel like a long episode. Time goes by so fast. It feels like I just pressed play. Yeah, that. But one thing to what Jonah said, which was, it feels like that natural progression that each episode should have. And you couple that with this was shot like it feels like it was actually shot like a movie. Hence, we're just finishing up Act 1 right now, and I think it's grandiose. I think it's awesome. Now back to
So,
waiting a week. Exactly.
Khonshu's voice is
Oh,
a Egyptian director.
really?
Uh-huh. Karamel
Nice.
Hakim. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I don't know how to do Egyptian pronunciations correctly. But he is the voice of Khonshu for um, this series, and if you look at a picture of him, you can you can hear his voice immediately when you see his face.
Yeah, I will say that I really love the voice. I was telling Jonah during the stream that if Venom should have been anything, it should have been this. Like the way the banter between, the host and the avatar. Even though I really liked Venom myself, but this really shows me now I kind of understand why people complained about Venom and Venom 2. But that's another story for another day. Um,
There you go. I
let's
just sent it to you on Discord if you want to take a look at what he looks like.
let's see. That's sick. Uh, where am I?
Miss Marvel is the next, I believe, Kleber. I'm getting a little ahead, but
Uh, let's see. Let's see. Clay says, I think it's beautiful how it feels like we're going on the journey with Steven. We know just as much as he does. Yeah, no, that's a great aspect of the show, which is it's a very POV style sort of thing, and they're able to bring us along the journey in a very detective style, Indiana Jones esque ride along, and that's really showing through now. Let's see. Brown Babe says, yeah, Oscar's bod. Good God, he's jacked. Yeah. No, it's funny when he was sitting down and he looked jacked. He trained for this role. I remember. It's crazy because the one thing about this show that's very eye-opening to me is how quick either time went by or how quick they turned around this show. I'm not necessarily sure which one it is, but I will say I remember like when we first got that first piece of, I guess you want to call it promo or just look at Moon Knight, they were doing stunt rehearsals, and it was like Oscar Isaac like bringing someone down or something. But I remember that like it was yesterday.
Oh,
Brandon
yeah.
Lewis says Moon Knight Disney, Drake bloody good, bloody good show Disney Plus.
You know what's really
Um,
funny? With the QR code, it
oh
gave us
yeah,
the second appearance of Moon Knight in comics.
yeah.
And that's the comic book that they gave us for free, was the second one
Wow.
where he ever appears, which is kind of cool that they're connecting the second episode
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the second comic. Oddly awkward. Sent the link through on Discord for
Oh,
anyone
nice.
that wants to join Discord and read the comic. I read the first one this past week to try and just get a better understanding, and it's really good writing in them. Like the whole just like Batman but Marvel and white as the costume and how he wants to be known is just such a cool concept.
I I've been blown away so far by the two entrances that Moon Knight has had. Um, him donned in the Moon Knight costume. I thought this episode was like really really well done. It was a very welcomed. I wouldn't call it a surprise, but it was just epic. It felt epic. Really quick, Isabel says, I gotta go for the night. I will see you next week. Vibes to you, Isabel. Thank you for showing up always. It means so much. Ben, my bro Ben is in the house. It says how Steven was starting to break out of his shell during the fight and then got put in the background. Yeah, no, it's like mastery filmmaking, storytelling at work. It's literally layered in so many different ways that it gives you this sense of like you're following like 10 different storylines, you're watching 10 different fights from 10 different angles, but it's all cohesive and it makes sense. It's freaking awesome. I'm so excited about this
I love
show.
the horror vibes that they did with the only Steven being able to see the jackal. And even then, when we were
Yeah.
seeing it from Steven's perspective, we were seeing it from an outside perspective, not even Steven's. So we weren't even seeing the jackal. And it's just
Mm.
like, if you're looking like how the people are like, is he having a seizure? Is what's happening? But we all know what's happening. We all know he's getting
Yeah.
thrashed about by this Egyptian jackal. And like, but they're all just like, what's going on? So it really adds like to that horror effect that like
Yeah.
I know I'm personally really enjoying that they added into this, and like this the whole um ability to delve into these psychological thriller type motifs has been great for this show.
It is layered even genre wise. Like it's a psychological thriller, it's a suspense, it's an action adventure, it's a rom-com. It's like so many things. I love it. Really quick. Yeah, Brown Babe, can we talk about Layla kicking effortlessly? She's dope. You know what's so cool is I love like exactly how it is they're introducing her, how it is they're like empowering her to like actually be, badass as she should be. And so I think we're in for like a cool next few episodes to really dig deep into how Layla can like or prove as to why Layla is uh
Another Egyptian born actor.
uh-huh.
This episode or this series has done a great deal of cultural development and
Mhm.
expanding Egyptian cultural topics into the Marvel universe, with just its actors alone.
The director, that was actually one of his. It's not the director for each episode, but I think the overseer of most of the show, and directs some of the episodes. But that was, I think, one of his goals, or one of the things he set out to make sure he did. One thing he also said, and I can't remember what he was referring to, but he was saying how other movies have portrayed Egypt as like, you know, a not so pretty, a visual, or it's just not well displayed. And he said that one of the things he wanted to do was to make sure that we saw Egypt how it is today, and like to see like all the
Which we're about to
development it's
see.
made. And yeah, exactly.
And
Um
I hope we get this next. Just I don't want Mark to fully take over, because I feel like as cool as that would be, I feel like there's so much more that they can do with Steven
mhm.
in front. But it's gonna be nice to have Mark in front as a really good change of pace episode.
Yeah. Yeah. They're even like switching out like the main characters, like going into act 2, which is that's funny. Um by the way, Clay, so when Steven is taken over, he possesses the Mr. Knight. Yeah. So if he suits up per se, it's to Mr. Knight, and then Mark, it's the regular Moon Knight.
Well,
So yes, that
Steven
is.
just heard suit up, so he just was like, all right, put on a suit, and then he turns into the
Yeah.
Weekend.
The Weekend. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. Let's see. Kleber says next Marvel series, and I think Jonah said this earlier, but yes, I think it should. Yeah, no, it 100% is Miss Marvel.
I mean, that's the most recent one that we've gotten a trailer for.
Yeah, no. If anything else comes before that, dude, I don't know what to say.
There's not time for anything to come before that. It's June 8th,
Yeah,
and we're already in April, and we have 4 more weeks of Moon Knight, which is a month, which
yeah,
puts us right in the middle of May, which is where we have Doctor Strange.
yep,
And you're not going to want to put anything on top of Doctor Strange for the first month that's in. So I think we're going to keep it with just that
yeah,
being the
exactly.
next one, which I'm very excited
And
about.
as far as the next What If, Kleber, I believe, I don't know if it's done, but I know it's for sure happening. What If season 2? It's supposed to premiere in 2022. I just don't know when. And because of the shift last year, where like they pushed Doctor Strange, a few months back, and then everything else a few months back. I don't necessarily know where it's gonna fall. I think things would have stayed the same. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to premiere late summer,
I think
but
it's pushed back to right before. I think it's supposed to end right before Mandalorian season 3 comes.
that would make 100% sense. Yeah.
I think that's the timeline is where they're putting it. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, but I think the finale is going to be the week before Mandalorian, so they can steer clear of Mandalorian.
So really quick, Clay says, didn't think Mr. Knight was going to come already. And I'm a little disappointed as to how Mr. Knight was created. I thought it would be something deeper. So let me say something really quick. Hold the phone, pause. And the reason why I say that is because apparently we are going to get a bunch of answers come, I believe, episode 4. I believe episode 4 is where we get a lot of answers. So I think they're just shelving, kind of revealing how this whole Mr. Knight thing works, and all these things. But as far as episode 4, that is what the people that have already seen it, and they've like obviously spoiler free wise, that they've just let everybody know that episode 4 is the episode.
Kind of like how Loki episode 4 was the episode, but then episode 6 turned into the episode.
Dude, Loki was such a vibe. And WandaVision, baby. Shout out to all the WandaVisions.
At least we
Oh
didn't
man.
have an actor.
Oh man.
I,
Shout out
I'm,
Ralph Boner. Shout out
I wasn't
Ralph
even
Boner
talking
in the
about
chat.
that. I wasn't even talking about that. I'm just glad Oscar Isaac wasn't like, I've been wanting to work with this guy for forever.
Oh, got
Because he
it.
very much
Dude,
could have done that with Steven and Mark being two completely different characters. This is the one time I would have
bro.
found that hilarious if he did that. Um,
Bro,
but
you know what's
like with Paul Bettany
crazy?
doing that,
Dude, if anybody's confused as to what we're talking about, in WandaVision, Paul Bettany at the beginning of the season during the press tours and all these things, he was saying, dude, I worked with an actor on this series that I've always wanted to work with my entire life. It was a legendary experience, la di la di la. But
fireworks on set.
yeah, and apparently it ended up just being he was talking about himself because he turned into that other version of Vision. And so it was two visions acting, side by side.
Which, when
And
you
it
listen to his words now, it makes complete sense why he said what he
yeah.
said. But at the time, it received so much backlash because everyone was like, "Who's he gonna be? Magneto? 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 Like Magneto, Wolverine? Like
Yeah.
who has he not worked with?" And I remember like every week Eric Voss would like bring out a new thing of like, "This is who he hasn't worked with. This is who he hasn't worked
Yeah.
with. This is also who he hasn't worked with." And then it was just
Yeah.
himself.
So such a
This
crazy
is the
time.
show
The
that you
fever
can do
pitch.
that. This is the show that you could
Yeah,
have done that.
yeah, right. Oh man, that's so funny. What's going on, Dr. Eggman? Glad to have you. It says, Kleber says, I like the idea that story starts out that the superhero identity is hidden to Steven. This takes a classic trope and turns it on its head. Wait, I like the idea that story starts out with that the superhero identity is hidden to Steven. Takes a classic trope. Oh yeah. Yep, exactly.
Super cool if it is
No,
that.
it's super cool, innovative, and fresh. That's what if I would say anything about the show so far, I would say that it feels fresh. Feels
It doesn't feel like the
um
Marvel formula.
yeah, it doesn't. And
It
they're keeping true to that because that's what they've been promoting, like what they've been really proud of to promote.
like it feels even more
Let me
grounded
see.
than how Eternals was supposed to feel grounded. Um, Eternals was not grounded.
Ben says, I love how they foreshadowed with the motion sensor lights, made that scene so epic. Yeah, it's something me and Jonah were talking about how like I love those motion sensor lights. They add such a cool effect and cool feeling.
You're like the sound, and I'm
Um
like, but the god that's coming doesn't care about the sound.
yeah. Oh man. Christopher says, I'm sold on the series. I'm curious what the big fourth episode cliffhanger will be. I believe all of us that haven't watched it are on the same boat. I'm jealous of everybody that's seen it so far. But you know what? I'm happy to be watching it new and fresh with all of you.
We're gonna get there
Um
eventually.
eventually. And plus, dude, honestly, this just means more hangouts for us. So
Yeah, it does.
keep them, you know, it's okay if you want to split up some episodes. But anyways, everybody, I just want to also welcome one more person to the stream, and that is our buddy, our friend, Retic. Retic, how are you?
Fellas.
What'd you think,
Back.
bro?
Okay, so the episode came late in India for some reason, but wow, wow, what
That's
an
funny.
episode!
That's funny.
I don't know, the psychosis part of the whole thing. It really reminded me of Ghost Rider in some way, especially the first film with
Mm,
Nicolas Cage. Nah, I just loved it. He really flexed his acting muscles here.
And we're gonna get even more of it as this series
Yeah,
goes on. That's the thing, is that like we're just getting splashes of it. Just wait until we have like
I
the
know.
full on conversation of this is what happened to us. Because Stephen doesn't know what happened to them. I'm sure as hell know that he wants to know what happened. and I think that they're going to spend a little bit of time on it in the next episode. Not too much, but I think we're going to get a flashback to
Yeah,
when
it
Mark
it seems
and
like
Arthur met for the first time.
Yeah. Really quick, guys. I'm gonna pop out because mine seems to be lagging, but I'm gonna pop out and then pop back in.
Sounds good.
All right.
This is definitely going to be like, I don't even have to think about it. Like, this is like the best show that Marvel has put out Disney Plus wise.
100%.
Um, and like, it's not even close. Like, I was just looking at my tier list from whatever show it was that I had the tier list from. And I was like, wow, I had that up there. Like with What If, like I had it at like B or whatever. I really like, I like What If, but like overall, like it was such hit or miss every other episode. Um, this puts Loki down in A tier almost for me out of S tier. I had Loki in S tier for a little bit, and
Yeah.
I think I can only put one show at a time in S tier. Like personally, I can't put more than one show, and I can only have so many movies in S tier. So like, Moon Knight definitely takes that spot in S tier for me.
Like Moon Knight is doing two, three things really, really well at the same time, which is phenomenal. I'm not sure if you guys have seen Mohammed Diab's filmography. Like I had the
I
week,
have
so
not.
I watched his couple of films, Cairo and a couple of others, and it's very, very distinctive. Like how Quentin Tarantino puts feet everywhere.
Mm,
The trademarks are everywhere if you see it. The funny part here is that they are putting psychosis in a very realistic way. Secondly, they are keeping the humor alive because of the awkwardness and the action. As I think someone has put, yeah, Calvin has put it, that it is way darker than we are usually accustomed to see. And that is something I really love because I read the comics before I knew the series was coming. It's very, very freaking dark, and I'm really, no, it's amazing the way they have done the comics. I really can't believe 1972 had that level of creativity established.
Well, they pretty much just said, "Hey, we like what you're doing with Batman. Let's make it Marvel."
yeah.
Um, and while Moon Knight is very much not Batman at all, he's this very different character, very different personality, very different wanting. Um, a lot of Moon Knight's goals are through Khonshu, whereas Batman is just
I'm
justice.
rich.
I'm vengeance.
Oh,
Um,
that was good.
That was hilarious.
Talia says that episode was so good. Talia, great to see you. Thank you for being here. But yes, it was really good. We are geeking out right now because the direction that this is going, the twists and turns that we're experiencing, and just the fresh take on this superhero genre, this fresh take on, I would even say, just streaming service series is really really fun. I, because I don't. When was it? Like I would say throughout the Marvel series, there have been instances where you're just like, oh, man, that felt like a filler episode, or that felt like, out of place, or this and that. So far, and just from reading, I guess, the reviews and getting the energy from the people that have seen the first 4 episodes already, I think we're clear of that, and we're gonna stay clear of that. And to think like no one's seen episode 5 or 6, so I'm like super excited to see what's in there.
I'm like,
Um,
Kang?
yeah, okay. Oh man.
Yeah, who knows? Mephisto might show up. Who
Hey,
knows?
hey, Mephisto, we're calling it now. Everybody in the chat, if you have an emoji ready, if you're able to put any sort of emojis in the chat, put in the goldfish right now. Put in a fish, because we're calling it right now. That is Mephisto. What's going on, everybody? My name is Eric Foss, and I'm going to tell you who Mephisto is. Oh man, freaking love Eric Voss. By the way, I don't know what happened today on New Rockstars, but apparently,
Yeah, they
okay,
messed
I
I
just
don't
up.
need
know what happened
clarification.
either. I don't know what happened. I just saw the post.
Yeah, all I want to know, if anybody knows, like New Rockstars, apparently they put out like a post on YouTube that said like, "I'm sorry because we, I guess, leaked something." But I just want to make sure, did they do something wrong, or they just accidentally
I
like?
think they accidentally
Okay,
went live.
so
Okay.
actually, as far as I could, even I didn't see what was going on, but
Uh-huh.
as far as I could understand the post, it was essentially saying that we were creating an episode 2 episode that they usually create.
Yeah,
What
like
they
a
ended
review,
up
right?
doing, yeah, what they
Yeah.
ended up doing, because they've already seen the episode before its release,
Mm,
they the whole process of creating the episode was live streamed,
mm,
and because of that, a lot of spoilers got out,
got it. Okay.
and well, guilt sets in
But it,
because that's the cardinal rule.
yeah, that's true, right? But I just wanted to make sure that they didn't like, I guess, do anything bad because that's what it sounded like, right? Or if when I read it, I was like, oh no, are they apologizing because they might have said some stuff that was like bad? But if it was just because they accidentally leaked the stuff because they went live on accident, then you know what? Hey, it happens.
I think they're acting responsible, and I think that's something we all should respect.
Yeah,
To be honest.
exactly. Exactly. So shout out to New Rockstar, shout out to Eric Voss, Mastertainment or MT as they call him, and everybody over there. But yeah, no, Chad is just really, really glowing right now about this episode. But you know what's cool about this episode too? Going on to what Clay said, which is it felt
Well,
it felt evolved in a very natural way. So it did get funnier. The action got better, the reveals got better. It was just such a nice natural progression that I wish other shows will see this and be like, okay, it works.
there there was a very big paradigm shift with this episode in
Yeah.
two very distinct ways. One is that each series, be it anyone that came out, even What If, they were banking on Endgame as a rope. So they were basically using it as a leeway and then creating plot. So they were more plot driven,
Oh,
whereas Moon Knight is a very strongly character driven story, and that
yeah.
itself inherently makes it much more compelling. And you add a filmmaker who knows how to create documentary and realistic films, which like do not shy away from showing brutality. You get an absolute ripper.
Hey, really quick, I just got to interject. In the chat, definitely type in Reddick if you want him to create a YouTube channel because he just dropped some bombs knowledge on the chat. And I really, dude, I'm telling you, like, you have this very awesome insight that that you're able to like share and that was a cool little ride that you took us on right now because everything you said was spot on.
And it's all great information that I feel like people need to know if they're going to be into Marvel and all these
Yeah.
other things as well that come with Marvel.
You know, a piece of advice too, where it's like they always tell you make the channel that you would want to watch. Well, I might not make the channel, but I do want to watch.
Yeah, but the paperweight joke was hilarious. You're right, probably. I totally cracked up on that.
Really quick, gonna catch up on the chat. It says Moon Knight is different from other superhero series. It is darker, but they are still keeping it PG-13. But the comics were way darker and R-rated. And yeah, that's something I think we
Yeah,
touched on earlier.
I picked it up from him only. Yeah.
Probably realizing I have no costume on. Hey, the closest thing I have is a WandaVision throwback to the
Don't
good.
worry, the Mr. Knight costume's in the mail.
I know, right? Oh man,
I have no idea.
I wish, man. Oh man,
I mean, it's not
if
too late. Amazon Prime.
dude, you know what's funny? If anybody wants to get it on my Amazon wish list, that's what I gotta start saying. Because, dude, it's too like it's getting expensive. Let's see. Did you guys make a mention of the score being done by an Egyptian too, Hasham Nazi?
Yeah,
I did mention that last week.
Yeah,
And
Jonah did
we
mention
did.
it,
Be great.
and he also sent me a Spotify link to the first song from last week, or the intro,
The theme.
It's so good. And then Jonah was talking about how that's a perfect live stream intro. Like it's such a
The
good live stream intro.
the second episode's ending end credit song was so freaking awesome. I literally sat and heard it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna hear it. I'll find it on Spotify later, but I gotta hear it right now. It was so good.
By the
You
way,
still have the. Oh wait, you never mind. Don't listen to me. I was gonna say something.
Say it.
Brown Babe and Brandon Lewis throwing up the fish emoji. Appreciate that. Clay throws in, although I really like the Kang theory, I don't want to get too attached to it and let my speculation turn into expectations like the WandaVision days with Mephisto.
See,
Dude,
for me, I was ride or die with Kang. Go watch the Loki live streams. I
that's
was
true.
ride or die with Kang, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Oh man,
Kang is coming.
yeah, dude, that's gonna be the thing. Like, just everything. He's in everything in Phase 4 and 5. Imagine that really is the case. That'd be funny. Let's
I would love
see.
it. I would love to be right again. Let's do it. Let's do it, Marvel. Let's do it.
Calvin says this episode has a lot of Easter eggs. Hopefully, Kang shows up as the Pharaoh Ramatut. Yep, and that's the theory so far. That's what Jonah's sticking by. He's doubling, tripling down. Brandon Lewis says Moon Knight versus Werewolf. Dude, now that Moon Knight's with us, Werewolf. I mean, I don't know too much about it, but just from what I do know about it, it is so tantalizing right now. I would love to see what they can do with that. And it's going to be, I believe, a one-off. Like, it might even just be a movie because it's a Halloween special, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So,
they'll probably end up doing like an hour and a half
yeah.
length
And I
thing.
think it's with one of the Luna brothers, too. Either Gabriel or
Diego.
Diego. So it's not Diego. So it's got to be Gabriel.
It's gotta be
If
Gabriel.
if anybody in the chat can verify who's playing Werewolf, that'd be appreciated.
Question for you guys,
Mhm.
or for everyone really. Where was the QR code in episode 1?
The telephone. I think it was on the telephone.
Okay,
Hey, how
'Cause
do you guys know there's a QR in one?
because
Someone texted me.
All right, so it's not because we just like it wasn't obvious then, right?
If my situational awareness was
I
that
didn't
good, I
even
would have been in
notice
the military.
So
funny.
if you pull up the screen thing,
Yeah, let me get you.
yeah. So yeah, episode 1, Werewolf by Night. They're
Got it.
they're doing it set by set with it.
That's actually so dope.
Yeah.
The wherewithal to like do that, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be doing that for everything. Every episode's going to have. I think they're going to go along it with that. So I would definitely read the comics because stuff might make more sense after you read the comics, and it might show us where they're going to go with the show a little bit.
You know, this is actually, I'm glad you said that because chat and homies on screen, I want to do that. I want to do the comics and the show. I want to try that this time because I think that would be a fun little thing to do. But yeah, so Ben says I'd subscribe to Reddit. Love the story analysis. So definitely we encourage that for sure. Let's see. Make the channel. Clay says, "Wait, please go on New Rockstar's new Instagram post, and it looks like James Gunn put in an Easter egg that the Thor trailer will come out on the 11th." Oh,
11/4/22. Yeah,
yes,
using the fingers, it was like this. You saw.
exactly. So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's basically Taika Waititi, Chris Hemsworth. There you go. There you go. That's the one. And they're basically kind of
Mm.
like signing the thingamabobs, like the date of when it's supposed to come out. Which that seems like a reasonable date for 11/2/22, right? Is that it? For yeah, for 11/2/22. But I I, I think they're gonna push the limits. I honestly do. I think. Oh no, actually no. I take that back. They're
I
gonna.
have more stuff for Ramatut.
Well, we'll get to that right now. I'll just say this about the Thor trailer. I'm actually gonna go ahead and shoe in that it is coming out around 4/11, April 11th, 2022. The reason why, and I'm because I was initially going to say they're going to just wait until after Multiverse of Madness, but that would actually be very dumb business wise. They're going to attach it to Multiverse of Madness, the movie, and it just makes complete utter sense when you look at it that way. So as
I
far as
mean,
Thor withholding anything because it has to do with Multiverse of Madness, pretty sure they're gonna, even if it does have to do with Multiverse of Madness, they're gonna get a trailer out that's still appropriate.
I think one trick they can use is probably they have the plot points in the second half, or even if it is in the first half, they might probably not even show it. The characters enough are intriguing in Thor to sell the film. To be very frank,
Hmm.
especially after Ragnarok. Secondly, the press junket has already started. These guys are promoting, which is weird because there's
That's
no trailer
crazy.
out.
Yeah.
It's 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 very James Gunn of them to do that.
That's funny.
So Ramatut and Khonshu have a history.
Okay, let's hear it.
Essentially, Ramatut, being a conqueror,
Mm-hmm.
attacked Khonshu's temple. Moon Knight couldn't beat him. The current Moon Knight at the time
Uh-huh.
couldn't beat him. So Khonshu called in the Avengers. Kang killed all the Avengers.
Holy sh!
Khonshu revived all the Avengers, and on the only condition that they would oust Kang and get rid of him from the territory.
Our Marvel encyclopedia, everybody. Thank you. Dude, honestly though, that's oh my
Kang.
gosh. I love it because it makes sense then. Like again, it goes back to it's not shooing in something for shooing in sakes.
It's already there. It's already there. It already exists. Just let it play out.
Let me ask you this.
Like,
How as far as it playing out, how much are we talking? Are we talking like a full episode? It's the
Oh God,
finale? Are
no.
we talking
Oh
about
God,
just
no. I
a
I
reference?
I don't. Definitely more than just a reference.
Yeah.
But if I hear Ramatut at all in this series,
it's gonna be bonkers.
it's gonna be bonkers, and even just the reference of him is gonna be enough for me to say I was right. But I think we could get a full on appearance, and I think it would be so. It's just gonna be another one of those things where they just hit it so well.
Mm.
Like the one god that's not gonna have an avatar there is gonna be Ra, and Ra and Ramatut don't have a connection in the comics or anything.
Mm.
But I'm just thinking King and Conqueror, the King of the Gods, wants the Conqueror to be his avatar. That's what I'm just thinking. So the one avatar that we're not going to see is going to be Ra, and then Episode 6 comes around, and it's going to be Kang,
Mm.
and he's going to be giving Moon Knight advice on how
Nah.
to defeat Emmett.
That dude. That'd
It
be
it
such a.
it could go even another way because of the plot that they've set up. Probably he can also advise him how to double cross Khonshu because of the conflict that he has with him and Lila. The predicament quite
Hmm.
sets it up. And honestly, the thing that I think about, at least Kang can probably be the Kaiser Soze of MCU until a team up movie comes up. Like
Mm,
he's everywhere, yet you can't catch him.
He's
mm.
the
He's
boogeyman.
literally
The boogeyman.
yeah, he's the John Wick. Yeah,
That's funny.
he's the John
Uh,
Wick. Yeah,
and I love that idea for King. It's just like because like in the comics he's always there, but he's not. But he's never there. But he's always
Mm.
there. Um.
yeah, omnipresent.
So
He's your favorite villain, right, Jonah?
one of them.
One
One
of.
of them. He's my favorite. Like I don't know the exact like grounding term I
Mhm.
would use for him. I guess multiversal would be a good one to use. He's my favorite multiversal villain. When it comes to the comics and stuff, because of just all his variants and all of what he brings to each one and how dangerous he actually is. Like he killed all the Avengers after Khonshu brought them
That's
to
crazy.
defend the temple. Like like how does that even?
Like it's literally like making kind of an analogy between the battle that they have in Endgame, and in that case, it's going to be flipped. Like even after all the Avengers are going to show up, this guy's standing alone and he still rips them all apart.
And he's gonna do it jacked. um, really quick. Brown Babe says when he put on the suit and he says, "I look sharp." Brown Babe said, "You are sharp." Clay's asking, when is the Groot show
Also,
coming out?
one thing,
Uh huh. Ready?
the Groot show, I don't know. Okay,
Well,
yeah. So
yeah.
one thing I really want to point out, just one small thing, which is I really love the shift that even in the body expressions and the micro expressions Oscar Isaac has, like when he's Steven, he really looks as if he's a person waiting to get bullied.
Yep.
But when he turns into Mark Spector, he's like, "Where the little guys at? I want to bully them all."
Yeah. He's
And
I
it's
was just gonna
hilarious
say.
seeing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say he's Poe Dameron, my man. He's Poe Dameron. He's Captain Poe
Somehow,
Dameron.
somehow, Steven returned.
Oh, that's so
Um,
funny. Somehow Steve returned. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. If you know, you know.
the Groot
Oh
show,
god.
I'm guessing, will be slotted in after Ms. Marvel and before What If. It does say 2022 on IMDb, so I'm assuming it's gonna be in that in between slot between those two.
And the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is coming out this year as well. So I'm pretty sure.
As long as it's better than the Star Wars one, I don't care.
Oh my
I
gosh.
kid you not, I saw the Star Wars one and I hated it
Oh,
to the
join the
core.
club.
Uh, that's funny. Hey, really quick, I'm gonna pop back out and then pop back in.
For sure. So I
Again?
think I don't know what he's doing. He's blipping. But yeah. Um, you know what it is? It's kind of Moon Knight-esque.
Yeah.
Is Ricky
I
just a
think I think he's
personality?
playing with us. I think he's playing with us.
No, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I knew it.
Hello,
Juno, you
Retic.
were bad mode.
Retic, I haven't seen you in quite a long time. How are you?
Absolutely atrocious. What about you?
I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I hope you are able to feel better. Jonah, I I believe I haven't seen you since I saw you that one time in person. Am
Yeah.
I right?
Yeah, at one time. What was that one time?
that one time at band camp.
Oh God,
um,
not those jokes.
Okay, I'm gonna blip now. I'm gonna come back in a couple of minutes.
all
Hold
right,
up.
sounds good.
The
um,
thing is that She-Hulk is also supposed to come out this year.
yeah,
So
I've.
I'm just so confused about where they're gonna put whatever they want to put.
It's
What
interesting how the slates are very, I wouldn't say inconsistent, but they're very vague. It's like they're trying to like tell us we have a plan, but we're not going to tell you
All
it.
right, I just pulled up from Variety every Marvel Studios movie and Disney Plus project in 2022 and beyond.
Cool.
Moon Knight, March 30th, Doctor Strange, May 6th, Ms. Marvel, June 8th, Love and Thunder, July 8th, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, November 11th,
Yep.
She-Hulk coming after that, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, late 2022, The Marvels, February 17th, 2023. Yeah, the Groot show is just not here. Oh, there it is. Undated.
Hmm.
We're getting X-Men 97 before we're getting I Am Groot at this rate.
Shout out X-Men 97. That's going to be fun. Ben Tolson says, love how they're already getting into some heavy themes, thoughts versus actions when it comes to judging someone's innocence. Yeah, it's interesting because you have to have a prominent and a suitable actor or actress to pull something like that off for it to be believable. I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, man, if they wouldn't have gotten Oscar Isaac, there's only a handful of other people that really could have pulled off pulled off what's going on in the series so far. I would if I had
Who
to
else
name
comes to
some,
mind? Yeah, who
huh?
else comes to mind?
Yeah, I was gonna say so obviously Leonardo DiCaprio for me. I think he could pull off this just multiple personality sort of thing. Um, I'm just going through the list of my head. Like,
Liam
would
Neeson.
Liam Ne- I will find you. I
I
will
feel like that
find
would
you,
be so funny.
dude. Imagine
I feel like it
Liam
would
Neal's.
work.
Imagine him though, like, like he goes from Taken to Qui-Gon to hating wolves, like.
Has anyone seen Family Guy?
Yeah.
Remember the Kermit impression of the "I'm gonna
Oh
find you and I'm
yeah,
gonna kill you"?
I will find you. I will find you. Um
I am vengeance in that voice now.
I am I'm vengeance. Yeah. Oh gosh. Welcome to Filmtopia, everybody. Clay, yes, it is official. Werewolf is happening. They've casted the lead actor. And it is they actually just attached a writer. I can't remember who it is.
I don't
Or
know.
either a
Let me
writer or
check.
a director.
I didn't even
Let me
know this was
check.
happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Halloween special. So I don't know what that means,
I'm
but
gonna. I'm just gonna hope it's an hour and a half long.
The actor is Gael Garcia Bernal, the guy who was
oh,
in Coco.
yeah, sorry. I always
Oh,
confuse him with Gabriel
Yeah,
Luna.
Gabriel Luna. Yeah, I get it.
Um but no, he's phenomenal. The I can't remember his name. What's his name again, Reddick? Um
Yeah, let me see it again. Yeah, Gail Garcia Bernal.
oh yeah, Gail Garcia Bernal. Yeah, Bernal. Yeah. He's super good, and I think he's in the movie Motorcycle Diaries too. I think.
The Ernesto Guerra film.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably. I
you know.
saw him in Coco, the guy who played the rock star.
Oh yeah, that yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. You know who I think also would have been great for Moon Knight? Lin.
Who?
Lin.
Oh, dude.
Manuel?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton. My name is
Conchu.
my name is Conchu.
And
Oh
they've
no! Hey,
also got a,
Parasite.
by the way, chat. I'm probably super behind, but any if you guys want to throw in some suggestions too, as far as who you think would make a good.
Not
So
that
Oscar
we're
Isaac.
recasting Oscar Isaac.
If you had to recast the lead actor in Moon Knight,
That's
and
gonna
it
happen.
can't be Oscar Isaac, who would you cast, and who do you think would actually pull this off? That was the reason why I'm saying this, is because I feel
Lin.
like only a handful of people can really pull this
I
off.
think Lin. I think Lin would be
there
amazing.
there is this Indian actor called Vicky Kaushal. I don't know if you guys know about him.
I do not.
I think he can pull off the character really, really well.
I who did I say earlier? Oh, I said myself Leonardo DiCaprio. So that's mine. But I've there's someone else on the tip of like my head that I just can't. I want to say, but I can't like remember. So it's not Ryan Reynolds. It's not.
Gosling?
It's not Ryan Gosling. It's not Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet is like everywhere, man. God. Yeah, Rami Malek is a good choice.
Rami Malek, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
The hacker himself can play it. Yeah, he can do
Yeah.
it.
Did you know Lin wanted to be Carnage?
No.
Wow. Wow.
He
It's
wanted to bring
interesting.
Carnage to the MCU
Really?
in 2016.
That's
That's
actually.
interesting.
I think Lin can play a really good Carnage. I mean, his voice acting is pretty good. So
The thing is that like all these actors like have these comic book characters that they're like, I want to play that guy, and we all say that they would do well, but I mean, like, look at how they've turned out so far. They've been amazing. Like everyone like that knows what character they want to play plays that character to a T, and even better than that.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point, right? If you really like a character, so you have too much skin in knowing about the characters. Probably, yeah, that helps. Yeah, I know I'm putting in logic and stuff that doesn't even matter, but still, come on.
Really quick. Yeah, I'm super behind, so I'm gonna. Okay, so we've got Riz Ahmed. Oh, Riz Ahmed is he's a
The
beast.
the guy who played Riot, right?
In Rogue
In the
One,
first,
he played
He played
the
the pilot,
Bodhi,
right?
Bodhi, yeah,
Bodhi.
Bodhi, yeah, the pilot.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Damn.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I can't see it, but I know he could pull it off. Like I know he could. He has the ability to do it.
I think
I
Leo can
can't
play a
see it.
really good Galactus.
Oh, I was gonna say, who was he rumored to be? Because they've been trying to fan cast Leo for something. I can't remember what it was, but when I heard it, I was like, actually, that would be pretty good. But I just
Hang
can't
on,
remember
let me get
who.
on it.
Pedro
am I tripping?
Pascal.
Who?
The
Ben said
Mandalorian.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, Pedro. Ta-na-na-na-na-na-na. Dude, Pedro Pascal's a G. That guy, and it's funny because he's like really good friends with Oscar Isaac. He's so good. He's like a, you know how Filmtopia's feel good movie content? I feel like he's a feel good actor slash entertainer. Like I think everybody loves him. He does great in everything he does, and so Pedro Pascal, I'm glad he was mentioned. We can always make time for some
Yeah,
Pedro
Beyonder.
Pascal.
They were trying to
Oh
cast
yes,
him as
yes,
Beyonder.
yes, yes. I would love
Oh,
that. I would love that.
dude,
Beyonder
you know
is
who
a
I want?
goated villain.
I want to see take a crack at the MCU in some way, shape, or form. Is I want to see Bryan Cranston take something on,
Damn.
because I feel he is criminally underrated, but not really. Like, I just think he would do something amazing, and I really think if he were to be a villain or have some sort of villainous role or morally gray role, I think he could give one of those performances where it's like, sure, Thanos is the overseer of the first three phases of Marvel, but like I'm trying to think one off the top of my head right now that sticks out, but like a villain that just you remember forever, even though it
Yeah,
didn't carry on.
the big baddie, like
Yeah,
the real diabolical guy. I
yeah.
mean, the guy was Walter White and Malcolm's dad.
I know. That's why I just want to see more of Bryan Cranston, bro.
I
uh,
mean, with that range, he can really play a psychopath also. Honestly,
um, I wanted to bring up
Jim
uh,
Carrey playing Maddock? You
What
gotta
about
be
him as
kidding me.
Magneto?
who? Oh,
Jim Carrey?
Brian.
Bryan Cranston as Magneto. Like, well, here's the thing. Well, let me ask you this: comic book wise, do you guys know if?
I think Major Striker would be more up his alley.
I don't know much about Brian Cranston. That's why I'm just suggesting
Well, no, no, no.
Magneto
But
out
I'm
there.
talking. I just want to know age wise though. So
He's
if
66.
if Magneto or when Magneto is in the MCU at some point, if it is an older version, but it's not Sir Ian McKellen, I mean, I would totally be open to seeing him as Magneto. But I don't. That's a question actually I kind of wanted to ask just really quick is the Magneto we're gonna get moving forward with the MCU. It's gonna be someone young, right? Or is he gonna have to be older because Wanda? I don't know.
They rewrote
Probably,
Wanda's
probably
story in
they can twist the plot as well. Like probably they didn't get formed in the 62.
hmm,
They can also do that. I mean,
hmm.
Brendan Fraser, what do you want to cast him as? The
Dude,
guy
I
did
don't know, but I will say this about Brendan Fraser. If you guys don't know who that is, that's he was in the
the
Mummy series,
guy, yeah, yeah.
and also my favorite role from him is Georgia the Jungle. I don't know if you guys have seen the Georgia the Jungle movie, but that thing slaps. That is a classic for me. But no, Brendan Fraser. I'm glad he got back into acting recently. He's in a DC project, but apparently like he didn't know the internet like really loves him. And it was pretty cool to see him like actually like find out like we mess with him.
Yeah, by the way, we are talking about Mummy. Let's not talk about the 2017 one, shall we?
What's that?
Just don't.
What's that? Shout out uh the new Iron Man, Tom Cruise. Let's see. There we go. Ben with the Georgia the Jungle forever. Thank you. If you haven't watched it, you guys gotta watch it. It's funny.
Clay. Yeah, we're not sleeping on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We just have so much between now and then
Okay,
that it's kind of like an afterthought as of right now.
yeah.
I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong, but there's Moon Knight, there's Doctor Strange, there's Obi-Wan, there's Stranger Things. There's so many things in this next month alone
Yeah,
to be
we're
excited
eating.
about. So it's just
Yeah, we're
when
jam
when we
packed,
get
guys.
there, when we get there,
I'll say
there will
this.
be hype.
I'll say this, Clay, though. I don't know if you saw the news today, but apparently James Gunn told the world that they are actually right now shooting cameos. He said something along the lines of we're shooting cameos for the real fans, for the OG fans. And so Yondu? I don't
It's
know
time to
how, but
take.
Yondu?
What if he's talking about Marvel Legacy movies? He's talking about OG fans, so probably he can push it even further.
I think
well,
he's just talking about
he said
Guardians
he
fans or
said
like
Guardian OG fans or something. Like
Okay,
he was talking
Guardian.
about
Okay.
Guardian
I
stuff.
don't think it's gonna be Yondu. I think they're gonna pull in some people from like the original comics of
Mm,
Guardians, and I
got it.
think that you're gonna have to
Yeah,
keep digging to find these cameos, and these are gonna
Oh,
be brand new people.
I was gonna say, dude, you know, one thing we keep forgetting, or I keep forgetting, is, dude, Adam Warlock is casted. I'm
Hmm.
actually very excited about who they casted, and I think
Yeah,
he's gonna freaking kill
Who
it,
was
bro.
it again?
Will
Um,
Poulter.
Poulter, but yeah, Poulter. He's the guy from the movie, the
We're
van
the
one,
Millers.
or We're the
We're
Millers,
the
right? He's
Millers.
the
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
You
Okay,
guys are still
I know
getting
exactly.
paid?
yeah.
I know exactly who that is now.
Because
Okay.
wait, hold on, hold on. Wait, what does it look like? What is it? What does it look like, man? I don't want to see.
You know what I think would be a good casting?
Uh,
The guy who plays Master Chief as Nova.
Master
Pablo
Chief.
Scribner?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's.
him as Nova would be a good casting.
By the way, Brown Babe, I love Jim Caviezel. I love that guy since I have seen Person of Interest. I am
Wait,
absolutely all in for that guy.
who'd you say, Reddick, or what?
Jim Caviezel. I
Oh,
know I'm butchering his name.
mhm.
That guy's awesome. He can be a perfect Batman, an older version of the Batman that DCEU tried to do but failed miserably. Yeah, I mean, in the MCU, if you want to get him, man. I love that guy.
uh, I want to see. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, that's a good one. Yeah, this is the one Brown Baby's talking about.
Yeah, he's coming back in Hollywood, right? They're doing a sequel to Passion of the Christ,
I don't know
I
about
think.
Passion of the Christ, but so he was. Um. Oh wait, you're right. He was. So I keep thinking. So he was in Passion of the Christ, and then he was also Jesus in like a History Channel series, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
I think that's what it. I think because like I remember hearing how he like. I remember reading a headline. It was like, I just thought it was funny because it said like he took on the role again of Jesus, and I was like,
The channel that telecasts ancient aliens,
yeah,
he
or
was on
something,
that?
something. It was a network series sort of type of thing.
God.
I
But
gotta head out. It's almost 2 a.m. and I
dude, yeah, no,
really want to get the tickets in the morning.
yeah, that's true, huh?
See you, man.
Yeah, Jonah, I'm gonna wrap up too anyway soon. But yeah, Jonah, thank you so much for being here, bro.
Thank you
Appreciate you.
guys.
I'll probably talk to you in the morning about the tickets.
Yeah, for sure.
Freaking, hopefully we can
Tickets
get
for
there.
what?
Did you?
Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
Yeah,
You didn't know
nice.
they're going on sale.
yeah, in
So
4 hours.
I need 4
Damn.
hours of sleep, at least.
All right, then, Jonah. Well, appreciate you. It was super fun watching the episode with you, and
Pleasure
we'll
as
see you
always.
hopefully next week.
As to you as well. Peace.
See you, man.
Peace, vibes, bro. But yeah, Reddick, I was gonna say, it feels so good to be back in these doing this, man. It feels good to have Marvel back in the zeitgeist. It feels good to be back with my Filmtopians.
I'm gonna say something very controversial here, right? So
Everybody
bear with
ready?
me, people. Don't hate me. Out of all the shows that have come out from Disney Plus, I'm not talking about the Netflix originals. I'm talking about the ones. I honestly did not like them from an art house standpoint.
Art
I
house, okay.
liked them. Yeah, like they were good, but they were not absolutely bonkers stuff. If you leave an episode of Loki, episode 4 was amazing.
Hmm.
But this series, Moon Knight,
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if they win an Emmy for this. If
Yeah,
there are
that's a
Emmy
good one.
for if they are there are Emmy for streaming platforms, I'm not sure.
This would probably go into the Emmy seasons as a limited series. So yes.
Okay, yeah. So I think they can get best limited series. I
Yeah.
think they can get there.
Yeah. I dude, now that you brought that up, that like actually just reminds me that yeah, that's where this show seems to be heading. This show seems to be like a treading water, trailblazing sort of thing where they tried last year with WandaVision. They like it was
Hmm.
Emmys. They were at the Emmys. They didn't win. I don't think they struck out on
They
like
they
almost
did one.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Marvel's been trying, right? Like they try with the Oscars, they try with the Emmys. And I think this though, this is the show that gets them over that hump. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, dude, they've got to recognize Oscar Isaac's performance at least
100%.
with a nomination, man. Like,
Like the guy played Paul Atreides' father. I think I don't remember the
uh,
character's name. He was amazing in that.
yeah,
The guy played Poe Dameron. The script was pathetic. I'm gonna say it again, but he did a great job,
yeah,
right? Even as Apocalypse, he didn't get his due. I mean, wearing that much makeup and still pulling off a psychopath is amazing.
yeah,
And with Marvel, like as Brown Babe says, the world building in Loki was brilliant. The action in Falcon and the Winter Soldier was amazing. The scope was great in
yeah.
WandaVision. All three of these is absolutely perfect in Moon Knight. So I don't see any reason why they cannot get an Emmy for this show. And if they don't, I'm gonna boycott them. Doesn't hold for much, but come on, please understand the sentiment.
That's so funny. Really quick, Reddick, I'm gonna pop in and pop back out. I'll be right back.
Why is he doing that? Do you guys know that? Drop in your theories. Why is he doing that again and again? Why is he flipping? Brown Bay, Brendan Lewis, Calvin, let me know.
Hello,
Why?
Reddick.
Yeah, do it.
You.
Yeah, what's up, Brit?
It's good to see you. I just woke up from a nap, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the Fitz called me. He told me he's not happy with you. You didn't pay him off.
I'm
What's
sorry,
that?
who?
Fitz,
Um,
the
um,
German guy.
I, I, I've never been to Germany.
Yeah, probably you did it when you were sleeping, right?
No, that's
The other guy
impossible.
did it.
That's impossible. My door's shut, locked, and there's tape to show me if I went in and out.
Yeah. The sand does have some despicable spots there.
Um,
Yeah.
I really wish I knew what you were talking about, but I just don't. So I'm
You
just gonna see
can,
what the chat is saying.
yeah. The chat is also thinking about you. Why do you come up every time? Like, why?
I will say that I don't know what's going on with my stream software, but it like lags at some point. So after like
It's very well timed.
right. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. It happened during the episode actually,
Okay.
and I didn't know what to do, but we rolled with it. Calvin, yes, Doctor Strange tickets, at least in the US, go out at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time / 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, Clay, I am familiar with the John Campea show. I've
The guy
watched
likes
it. Huh?
the guy likes spoilers as if he's dropping donuts everywhere.
I will say that the last year's spoiler, whether it was intentional or not, and according to him, we're gonna have to take his word that they weren't intentional. Um, but that was bad because they were actually spoilers, bro. Yeah, but no, yeah, I've seen the John Campea show. Calvin says yes. Moon Knight Disney, yes, yes. Brown Babe says the world building and yes, world building in Loki though. Oh
100%.
man, the world building and just like the scale it kept the scale felt like it kept increasing, right? Like it kept we just
Yeah.
kept zooming out and zooming out, and we literally went to the end of time.
I mean, you started off with a guy in a desert and you ended up the place where the multiverse branched out. I mean, that's the biggest zoom out ever, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Exactly. Brown Babe says Moon Knight is doing well to not be typical about cultural references. The lady speaking Mandarin doesn't even surprise us anymore. We're not closed off to it. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, whenever you start not noticing things per se, that's a great thing. And I'm starting more and more like just with more projects and just more things that are coming into, pop culture, coming into, the cultural zeitgeist. It does. I'm glad that that's what it's starting to feel like. Everything's starting to feel normal, and instead of like, whoa, this seems out of place or different or whatever. But that's awesome. Let's see. Clay, and yeah, I think if you're asking about why I keep popping in and out, other than, inner Ricky coming out to play, I will say it's because of streaming issues. Ben says, almost 4 a.m. my time. Good night, y'all. And if anybody sees it, zooms in really close, that says good night. Nice pun right there. But Ben, thank you so much for cruising through. Everybody definitely go check out Ben. He's doing amazing things, and he's just always such a supportive Filmtopian friend. And honestly, like, he's always been encouraging and supportive of what we
Yeah.
got going on here. And I'll tell you this, like, it's not always easy being a creator. It's not always easy doing this. And sometimes when he shares, some positive, cool things with me, they go a long way. And I remember, like, dude, I'm not in this alone. And
I mean, being a creator like you, I think you've stated a million times, there are positive and negative feedback, but you guys, the guys in the comments, your support has been so amazing. It makes it much more easier for all of us to take a risk that might be creatively very difficult in
yeah,
other cases. So thank you for all of that.
uh,
Thank you so
um,
much.
dude, thank you 3,000, everybody. Seriously,
Yeah, thank you
seriously.
3000. 100%.
Clay says maybe Keanu Reeves from The Matrix would pull off Mole Knight. I'll be honest, I don't think so. Just because, yeah, no, I just don't see that. I think Keanu's incredible. He's one of my favorite actors. He's one of my favorite humans. That guy is a good
He can play
human.
Wolverine, but apart from that, I don't see anywhere him.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
If they decide to, like, not stay comic accurate with the size, like the height, and obviously Hugh Jackman wasn't, but if they decide to continue doing that, then their range of who they can pick for the actor is gonna increase tenfold.
I mean, at this stage, even what's that guy's name? Martin Scorsese caved in and said that yeah, Deadpool is a fire move. So Marvel's got the whole Hollywood
It
to
was
play with.
for I think it was Francis Ford Coppola, if I'm not wait. It was
Yeah,
either him.
Martin Scorsese said that Marvel film is not cinema. He
Yeah.
got backlash, and then a few months later, he zooms in and says Deadpool was fire, and we were like, yeah, we know, we know.
Dude, by the way, poor Tyrese, man. If you guys don't know, Tyrese is an actor. He was in Morbius and dude, he needs a publicist ASAP, bro, because he like retweeted a tweet that was like a fake Martin Scorsese account. And on that account, Martin Scorsese says, "This is cinema," about Morbius. And like,
I
oh
saw
man.
that and I'm like, oh god, this is worse than a fake admission
Oh
scandal.
my gosh, dude. Like, I was just like, no, Tyrese, just put the phone down.
And I was like, this was the guy in Transformers? Why?
Oh man, Kushal just finished the episode and it was lit. So glad you think that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for saying that, Vishal. I really want to bring this up. Why was the episode released late in India today? It doesn't make any sense. It was almost half an hour late.
Dude, I will say, nah, but I was gonna say, so I had some technical difficulties during the episode. I had to like end up watching it on my phone, but I
Hmm.
couldn't tell if that was because of this whole stream thing that's like kind of bugging out on me.
Okay.
So yeah,
No,
I can't.
it was very different with us. Like in your
Yeah.
case, it came out 8 minutes before release time, right? In India, it usually comes at release time. So if it's
Got it.
12:30, it'll come out at 12:30. However, today it didn't come out at 12:30. It came out at 1,
Got
which
it.
was weird. So I had dropped in a comment in the stream saying that no, your subscription is not bugged.
Oh.
It's everywhere.
It's so frustrating, dude, when you don't know what's going on. Like, like it's
Remember
the
the Spotify
time.
crash?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh man. Brownbay says security calling Steven by the wrong name, Scotty, made me chuckle. Scotty, is that you? Honestly, I don't
Scotty,
remember that.
are you? The first episode, he walks in like, Scotty, where have you been? And he's
Oh
like,
yeah. Okay,
it's
okay.
Steven. It's written here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's where that comes from. Okay. Let's see. Talking about cultural references, Marvel has yet to introduce an Indian superhero. I think there's massive potential there. Question. Um, what is like? Is there an Indian superhero comic wise? Does anybody
I'm
know?
not sure. I'm not
No.
sure.
It doesn't mean an Indian actor can't play, one of these other already established roles or superheroes. But I'm wondering if there's an Indian superhero centric. Um,
I
because
don't think so, by the way. Just putting it out.
that's dude. You know what's crazy to me? That there
What?
isn't a superhero for like every sort of ethnicity, every sort of person out there. And the reason why I say that is because it's you would think at this point now,
Hey,
right?
hang on. Eternals does have an Indian superhero.
It turned okay,
Eternals
so
has Kingo.
that's true. Wait. So I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. You're right. So Kingo is an Indian superhero
He's not
person.
Indian, but he lives in India, so
Yeah,
he's Indian. You
yeah.
know?
But the only I guess the drawback to that one a little is just he's not or he's I believe he's what is he?
He's Pakistani.
Kumal
Yeah,
is
yeah. Pakistani, yeah.
he's Pakistani. Okay, so he's Pakistani. Yeah, that's what it is.
But I mean, as long
I
as he
mean,
plays the character right, what's the issue in that?
no,
Honestly
exactly.
speaking.
And like with Oscar Isaac, right? He's I think Guatemalan
Yeah.
and something, and he's playing. Well, they haven't really said what he is yet, but yeah.
He's American because in this episode they did establish that Stephen
Okay.
Grant is a formation, is an identity rather than a person actually.
Okay, there we go.
Mark Spector is the lead body. He's the host.
Let me see really quick. Clay says, "Not a day in my life would I think they would make a Morbius film. My initial thought was that this is random, so the pitch, of course, this movie must have been really good. That's why they wanted to make it. But then, yeah, I honestly, even if you have something else to say after this, that ... at the end says everything.
Let's not talk about it, shall we?
We don't talk about Morbius. No, no, no. But yeah.
Oh god.
Let's see.
How are there
There's,
three? There's only one actor in Eternals which is Indian. The guy who played Karun. Only that guy's Indian. Apart from
yeah,
that, there are no Indians.
yeah. I
Just
think, yeah. So, yeah, it'll be good to check it out. Like, see if there are any. And honestly, like, I kind of wanted to just check out like all the other just superheroes that I don't really know about, and plus, like, just do a deep dive on. Like, it'd be cool to see. Like, I want to see who the Latino superheroes are, who the Asian superheroes are. Like, I wanna check that out. Let's see. Clay says yes. Pavitir
Pavitra. Pavitra Prabhakar.
Pavitre Pravaka.
Wow, that is good.
Pavitre Pravaka. He's basically the India Peter Parker, and he also was teased in the background in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer.
Was he?
Nice.
Okay, I've got to go look.
Clay says Oscar Isaac is Canadian. No,
I
no, no.
mean, by
So,
birth, he's Guatemalan. That I'm sure.
yeah. Well, yeah. So, ethnicity. I think he identifies as Guatemalan, but I can't I can't really confirm if he's Canadian or American in real life.
He's
Or
American. By
okay,
citizenship, he's Guatemalan and American.
Calvin says there are Indians and mutants in the X-Men, both heroes and villains. Also, they are Indian in this.
Indians in the Sword. Yeah,
Got it.
right.
The Eternal Indian and his aide, they performed a Bollywood dance and showed himself in several movies.
Okay, so talking about this whole thing that they picked up, they actually picked it up from this family in India, which is like they have been doing this for 5 generations. The whole family is into acting, and like they are since the inception of Bollywood. It's called the Kapoor family. They started off, I think, in the 1930s, and even today, one of the best actors in India, the young one, is still a Kapoor. They're that firmly established in the Bollywood industry.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's where they got the idea of Kingo playing a father, then a son, then a
That's funny.
grandson. Yeah,
That's true. I did hear something about that.
yeah,
Like there was an inspiration behind that, the
yeah.
lineage sort of thing. Let's see. Clay says, I like how Marvel is doing unknown superheroes and making them fan favorites like Shang-Chi, Moon Knight, and Eternals. Yeah, no. What was the first thing? Oh, was it Guardians? I think Guardians was the first kind of misnomer.
Unknown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, the
unknown, or
unknown.
just they weren't sure if it was gonna do well or not. So yeah, we got to thank Guardians for that kind of sort of trailblaze.
भाई कुछ हिंदी में बोल दे. This is an international channel. Why do you want me to speak in Hindi, man?
shout out
शुक्रिया
to.
यहाँ शुक्रिया यहाँ होने के लिए, I guess. Thanks for being here.
There we go. That's sick, man. It's cool because like if someone right now wrote in Spanish, I'd probably respond in Spanish.
Yeah.
Legacy, that's amazing, Reddick. Yeah, that is. Hey, man, goes back to show. I'd tune into the channel. Let's see. It's hard to point out, but if you look closely, when Miles riffs to India, there's a poster of the Indian Peter Parker, and Eric Voss caught this. Ooh, that's pretty dope, actually.
Eric Voss is kind of like the Overlord in Call of Duty. He copies all.
That's so funny. Kingo in the comics was a Japanese character actor and not Indian. Kingo in the comics was a Japanese actor. Oh, I see.
That's a nice transition in that
yeah,
case.
that's the one thing about the MCU though, is that they basically remix a lot of things. Like look at Marvel, for example, right? Captain Marvel. When we saw Marvel in Captain Marvel 1, that the Marvel is supposed to be a dude comic wise.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a theory. I don't remember who I heard it from. I didn't come up with this, but someone said it. Someone said that, you know, that person we keep theorizing is either Monica Rambeau or Iron Man Supreme. I'm blanking right now. But they're saying, what if it's Marvel as a multiverse variant? You know what I mean? But and it's just like it'll be a nod to like the comic accurate male version of Marvel. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that is something. Although I would prefer if Captain Marvel was a Nexus being, just saying, because
Oh yeah.
like Jean Grey, because
Yeah.
like they're the most powerful heroes
Yeah.
in the whole MCU.
Dude, we haven't even scratched the surface of it. The MCU. That's crazy.
The X-Men haven't even
I
entered.
know.
Fantastic Four haven't entered. Sword hasn't been fleshed out.
Yeah.
There's so much left.
Insane. Um, we're gonna wrap up right now, but chat, seriously, thank you all for being so active and just like sharing the love tonight. Namor and Black Panther, I think
Yeah.
that's confirmed. Like that's more than
Yeah, that's confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah. Kushal says, to be honest, Iron Man also wasn't that famous. Robert Downey Jr. and the MCU made him famous.
That's true.
That is very true. Yes. That's actually really, really a great point. Spider-Man, Captain America, Fantastic Four, X-Men were the face of Marvel Comics. Exactly. And it's
the
so
funny
funny.
part is, they
Yeah.
sold all of them apart from Captain.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. That's crazy. Let's see. Man, you guys are active. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna speed through these. It says the new trailer that came out for Doctor Strange gives us a more clear look, and it looked like an actual man. I will post the SS on the Discord. Okay, thank you for that. Kushal says there's a theory that Namor is a villain in Black Panther and he kills T'Challa. Man, we can go into that at a different
If
time, but I will say I
hmm,
think they're gonna do a good job at however they're gonna handle this T'Challa Chadwick Boseman in real life situation. Um, I'm very, very curious as to are they going to address it in the trailer? Are they going to address it only in like? There's a whole. It's loaded. Um, Calvin in the Spider-Man Homecoming, Tony Stark goes to India and he is an Indian. Oh, that's true.
he does, he goes to an Indian wedding. It's not sure that he goes to India.
Ah, okay, yeah. But that's a great theory, though. I will
Yeah,
say because no, but here's the thing. I remember something stuck out in that moment, though. It was something like he was really far away, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah. He did not come, and he even mentioned a couple of cultural details from India. So
yeah,
I don't know what he was doing there. Probably they'll cover it. Probably they won't. But it's interesting. Yeah, nonetheless.
yeah. Crazy how the MCU started with ground threats like Obadiah's, and now we got someone like Kang. That's just crazy, bro. Crazy,
Yeah,
crazy. In the Spider-Man Homecoming, Tony,
yeah. It's the
uh,
same comment
yeah.
again.
Yeah, no, Calvin, thanks for pointing that out though. I'm gonna go check it out like again because that is a great theory. That
I
is
think Eric Voss had put something regarding that. I think he
that's
had. I have to
that's
check it out
sick.
again.
Clay says that ocean that Killmonger uh might be where Namor lives. Yeah, and we got like reference to Namor in Endgame, right? Not direct reference, but we got a reference. Um it was just a throwaway scene to make Indians excited. But you know the beauty about Marvel now is that they have the ability to go back to throwaway scenes, recanonize it, and then flush it out, like flesh it out with actually bringing said thing.
Remember the scene from Iron Man when they reused it in Far From Home? The
Exactly. So
scientist?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so like they're able to like now basically like it's like a musician when they sample their own music, if that makes sense. It's
A better analogy would probably be soap operas, like taking
yeah.
a plot point that makes no sense and just stretching it out for like 20, 30 episodes for no effing reason.
Oh man. Well, Brown Babe, thank you so much for being here. Have a good night to you as well.
You're
Yes, and I
awesome.
hope you also
See you
are
next
able to
week.
scoop the tickets. Keep us updated in the Discord or on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you can. And but yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here, Reddick. Thank you,
Yeah.
brother, for being here tonight and just vibing out. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Seriously, like y'all killed it tonight. I can't wait to see you next week. Keep the vibes going, seeing like this energy. The fact that I couldn't keep up with, the chat is always a good thing. But yeah, Reddick, what's going on?
Okay, there's an Indian joke that Kushal
Oh,
put
this
in.
one?
Yeah. So Ekta Kapoor basically makes really, really horrible soap operas in India, and she is famous for that. And my soap opera reference basically was from that person itself.
Got
It's so
it.
bad that there is a serial called "What Is This Relationship Called?" That's the literal translation of the title. The main couple of the show died off like 5, 6 years ago, and the show has been running for I think 15 years now,
uh,
and yet we don't know what the relationship is called, which was the
wow,
title of the show in the first place.
that
So
is.
hopefully that provides some context.
Well, I'm glad it brought us a good chuckle. But yeah, everybody, seriously, thank you a million times over for hanging out with us, for allowing us to be your Moon Knight episode 2 friends. And I can't wait to see you next week. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let your friends know about the channel. We are basically a channel that's trying to make feel good movie content, whether that's reviews, reactions, live streams like these, discussions, and I have some other types of videos that I'm also working on that I'll explain a little later. But until then, let your friends know about what we do, who we are, and let's vibe out. Let's vibe out.
If you love what you saw, come next week. Hang out with us. I'm sure
Exactly.
you'll have even more fun. Yeah, now you can see it.
100%. Well, everybody, I am tired and I got to get up early to see and try to get these Marvel Multiverse of Madness Doctor Strange tickets. So everybody, take care.
Clay, I promise I'm gonna bring it up in the next episode. He really needs to sleep. I will not talk about this right now. Let him sleep.
Yeah, Clay, definitely cruise back, and yeah, we'll talk about much more. And I saw one last comment come in, and it says, Kushal Reddick, what is your channel's name? Hopefully,
I haven't made it yet, but the name is The Storyteller. I've not posted anything on it. I will. I swear I will. Okay, I'm working on it.
Yeah. So you have a few more episodes, Reddick, to if you do figure that stuff out or you do come up with whatever, you're more than welcome to bring it here. So
I mean,
so yeah, everybody stay tuned, and we'll get it going. All right, everybody, we are vibing out. Take care and be good. Have a great week. I will see you very, very soon. Until then, vibes and vengeance.
I'll be back.